We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.
There is nothing wrong with your television set. Do not attempt to adjust the picture. We are controlling transmission.
Hey everybody! Thanks for coming to the first Archivists After Dark. And the people that see this in the future, the first Archivists After Dark, because we haven't done a night stream in like a couple of years. Our anniversary of our channel is coming up too, so you have
After
me
dark,
here.
I'm here. After dark,
Yeah.
in the darkness, I'm here.
We need to get
Yes.
some of the. We need to get some of the. I need to have Matt.
I know what's going on with these people. I can't. I swear.
I don't know. We need to have Matt
Wimps.
some of the clips over there.
God.
We have over at
Wimps.
DMF, or
I know,
he
it's
sends them over
crazy.
to me for here.
I know it's crazy.
But we have Sean over here. Thank you for coming over, brother. Yeah, you know, I appreciate it, brother, for you from coming over here. And you know, we got Ruben here with us. We couldn't get anybody else because it's a work week night, and I wanted to get this out before, you know, the weekend came and everybody covered it into oblivion. You know.
I know. Well, at least I took my nap. I'm okay, and I'm awake. I take naps now.
Yeah, we're gonna cover. Yeah, we're gonna cover Superman 1, the new reboot, and then we're gonna cover the new No Mans Sky Fractal update, and then whatever else me and Ruben talk about. Because you guys have seen the MFer. We go off the rails all the time over there. So,
what is this we stuff? It's all you.
Oh, what? No, you started with your Bigfoot bullshit. You know. Then me and Matt have to reel you in. Like,
oh yeah. Oh yeah, that's true. Matt's not here now.
I tried to get him over here. I sent the links to everybody over there in the Discord.
I know that.
I said if anybody wants to come over, but it's a weeknight. Yeah, it's a weeknight, so you know, you got this. I thought it was just going to be me. By the way,
guess what I truly appreciate is the fact that we have people out listening and enjoying this right now, because that's what it's all about.
Yeah,
I've learned a lot in the last few weeks, and I realize now that it's all about fun, and that's why we did the MFR Cocktail Lounge the way I did it. I wanted it to be fun. I wanted to not be about we hate this, we hate that, we do this. No, it's about we love this, we love that, we love this. And I am now taking into heart, because I know what they want me to do. I know what they want me to react and overreact. No, I'm going to take action that's positive. And we're doing that now, because here, you called me, you made the call. Is anybody out there that wants to do this? And I said, yes, I can do it. I need to sleep, but I will be here. And I'm here.
I know.
And I'm here to have fun.
I appreciate it so much, you know, because that's one of the reasons why you know your shit, man. That's the reason why I wanted to bring you into the Archivists, you know.
Well, the thing is that I have an affinity for Superman and myself. Yeah. And as we were talking before, I don't know if you want me to bring it up now, but I'll just speak into it as we long. But I'm just saying, Superman for me is my hero. He's my first comic book hero, and it was for that whole moniker, truth, justice, the American way, and that was spoke to me because I come from a military family, and I love the red, white, and blue. And again, the whole idea that you have the iconic Superman, and the whole idea of the American itself. When you think about it, an American is somebody who has no country, who has no back history. And like an immigrant comes to a land that is welcoming. Americans are welcoming. We're not what they say we are.
Oh, yeah.
I press the flesh, and I'm doing that now. Every day now, I'm making a concerted effort to go out and talk to people. And I tell them, good morning, good afternoon, or good evening. And I tell the ladies or the men, I know. I tell the ladies or the men, hey, you have a wonderful day. You look very nice today. I love you. Well, you did your hair. and going, it's good to see your family, and it's spreading out the love because it all started from the genesis of Superman for me, and that's what's important. That's what's important. The thing is that kids need heroes. I had a very dysfunctional family. I sought refuge in my books, in my music, in the things that spoke to me and gave me hope. Superman is the epitome of hope. A human person, not really human, but an alien, but he looks like us. He's a Superman. He's something that we strive to be. Appreciate about him. And the whole idea of, we were telling before, Clark Kent, Superman. I can do that. But it is true when you think about it.
It is true. And I did that when I was over the years when I was younger too, because I've worn glasses since I was 20. So I would do that too. And even when I would go on games and stuff, and online games, I would always try to find glasses, and I'm like, okay, Clark Kent. Now, if you piss me off, the glasses come off, and
think about it. It is the easiest way for foreplay to begin with a woman. Hello, you walk in with your glasses on, you're dressed, then take everything off, then you're Superman right there. Simple, my friends. That's it. And again, as men we know who are nearsighted or who wear glasses or whatever. When you take it off, when you're with a woman, you don't need your glasses on. You're there. You're in the passion because you can be her Superman. That's what you do. And then again, that brings the whole idea.
That was the reason why in Superman 2, when they had that scene, and you saw, and I don't. Just a second, I want to see that. Can you? I know it's.
I had the Donner cut.
I need.
I own the Donner cut.
I need the scene where he's talking to Lois, and I know it's on Twitter or somewhere else. The scene where he comes in as Clark, and then he accidentally drops his glasses or something, and then he's about to tell Lois about he's Superman, and the minute he takes his glasses off, his posture straightens up. And you hear tiny bit in the back. You hear a little tiny bit in the back. Dun, 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 dun. Just a tiny,
Yeah, because that's two things.
Yeah.
That's acting.
Yeah, which he
and
is Superman,
an iconic
role,
an iconic person. Christopher Reeve was a good man.
Yeah.
and it meant a lot to people. And it did. The tagline for the movie was very important. 1968, 1978. Do you remember?
Yeah, I remember that.
What the tagline? The tagline was, "You too will believe a man can fly."
Yeah, I got to go into
that. I love it.
I was in the movie theater when it came out. So
I know, me too.
I saw that in the movie theater. I was
the beginning, the flying up, and then the helicopter, and it was just like
yeah. Because I didn't start remembering things until like 1977.
But think about it.
Was a perfect year because that was the year Star Wars came out.
But think about it, when that scene and the helicopter going down, that was undone practically. Today it would have done today would have been CGI garbage.
Let me see if I want to see if I can, because I know it's on my Twitter and I want to find that scene now. Now I'm on a mission now.
Yeah. I can continue on.
Go ahead.
For it. Yeah, because again, and the thing is that's why.
Oh, I found it right away.
Perfect.
Okay, so I want to do this, and I already retweeted.
But watch this, people. This is okay. I commented on Nerdrotic's video about the Quantum Mania, and again, film analysis, pop culture reviewing is so important because again, it's basically we analyze what culture gives us, and we bring context about how important it is, and that's why now more than ever, to archiving these things, no pun intended, is so important.
That's the reason why we're the archivists,
Exactly, and that's why I typed it in.
Okay, so here is this right here. Ooh. So we have this right here, and let me.
And that is true.
Okay,
and again, gentlemen, this is how you turn from a simp to a Sigma.
Well, like it says all here, the posture, the glasses, the change of attitude all made a difference.
Yep.
So let me
Make it biggie.
Yeah. Okay, just a second.
Look at his lips. His shoulders, everything.
Yeah. So we see this right here, and then let us go through the scene one time. We'll go back and we'll talk.
Yeah.
About
Watch.
So everybody watch this. Let me see if I can get this.
First, I have to fix my hair, some blush on.
Lois, there's something I have to tell you. I'm really...
Yeah.
So that's what we're talking about right there. Is you saw him change from Clark to Clark to Kal-El, right? Like, and I still call him Clark. I call him Kal-El. I call him Superman. You know, that's all him. That's all him. And
right.
I appreciate this so much because you see him like right here, and then you see it. You see, he's like there, right there, and then he goes to do the glasses. You see his lips. You see him. You see him just coming up right here, and then all of a sudden,
right there, just
posture.
Look
at the posture change.
I know.
And then he's like, it straightens up.
Yeah, I know.
He's already got a smile on.
Well, it's God. There's so many things that he is emoting right now.
Yeah.
It's how to describe it.
Go ahead.
Listen, this is important for everyone to understand here.
Mm-hmm.
Again, it's not he's acting, but this is what a man does in the presence of a woman. The presence of a woman, he's running through his head. It's like, think about it. He's instantaneously, it's like, I'm taking these things off, but I need to stand up. He does, but then he smiles because I am now going to be free to be the person I am and love the person I love. That is what he's smiling about.
Yeah.
It's not, that's when you think about it. You just hear him. She closes the door and he does it. And you can see it. And just play that little part. And you see, what is it? It is relief. It's satisfaction, and then it's like happiness, bliss.
Look at the smile on his face.
Yes, it's bliss. Watch. I'll play it again a little. Let's play that little part again. You see it.
Which one?
Right about. Go down more, a little more, a little back, more, a little more, a little back, a little more.
A little back.
Right. Go and let's play from there. Play it from there. Play it from there. It's fine. Because you see here, and then he goes. Watch there. And then he's thinking about it. He's contemplating right there. He was thinking about it. That's when he smiled and he goes, wait a minute, hold on, wait. And he thinks about it. He has to think a whole thing. Maybe, is this right or wrong? Maybe should I? And then he's resolved.
There's something I have to tell you. I'm really...
So
see? Again, it's the whole emotional roller coaster right there. You see it. Should I do it? Should I? No. Because again, it also exudes the whole thing that he has empathy. He has emotion. He can, and that's the thing. It all boils down to one thing, and this goes to what the comic book is and real life.
Yeah,
power is power. How do you use power? The conundrum per se. Do you use power for building nuclear weapons or to power everybody's home with nuclear energy?
Yeah.
We can, as a humanity, come together and create nuclear energy all over and make it free. We could do that, but we don't. We instead make massive war, and we have still fear in people. So that's what I'm saying.
That was kind of the reason why they did Quest for Peace, but they kind of screwed it up. Yeah.
Yes.
Yeah. So we don't talk about Quest for Peace.
Just I don't need.
Just like we don't talk about Highlander 2. So
No. but definitely you playing this and us starting the conversation is important.
Yeah.
And then to me, that is why I think these discussions are important. The original the original point of a podcast is we're going to talk about a topic, and it's not just about the comic. It's about how it affects culture, affects how it affected me, and how it affected my life, and then how it affects other people's lives. Because the thing is, these comics are not just comics; they're stories. If I'm a historian or I witness history, playing a YouTube video about it is one thing. But if I talk to somebody who was there at the moment and get their perspective, theirs brings a different thing. And that is what happens. The comic is an interpretation of of an event or an imagination event. But then most times it has a moral. There's a point to the story, a lesson to be learned. And that's what the original comics were. You stand up for truth. You stand up for justice. You stand up for the American way. You help your person. A person, just like any person coming to America that is an alien is welcome, just like Superman is. Again, it's taught this back in the 30s.
Well, here's another thing. It's just like how original Masters of the Universe, before the douchebag Kevin got it, after each and every episode, they would tell you there was a moral for the story. Like if Oracle screwed up and he did something throughout the episode, he's like, oh yeah, you kind of screwed up, Oracle, but they would try to teach you afterwards, hey, this ain't the right, It wasn't trying to program, it was trying to do right and wrong, trying to teach you a lesson in a good way.
Yeah, but lessons are taught; they're not enforced, because we're not because again, it's basically you're not stating this is what you do. No, here is a story. This is why. This is why this is wrong. This is right. Or some stories, my friends, don't have a good or a bad ending.
No, they
are
don't.
ambiguous, and that's
They
reality.
just end. They just end, and
it can't happen. It can't happen.
Yeah,
and that's where paradoxes come in, and that's where discussions come in. And
well,
that's where
I gotta bring up. I was on a Flash Gordon podcast on 70s, and if you guys want to go over there and watch a really good show on YouTube, go watch 70s podcast stuff with us on talking about that. And the ending of Flash Gordon is the very same thing. It's not an ending and it's not a begin. It just ends. And you got a question mark. You don't know. But the one thing you do know is, Ming didn't die. Sorry if it's a spoiler, but it's a 30, 40-year-old movie by now. So
it doesn't matter.
Yeah, so...
It doesn't. What I mean, it doesn't matter in the fact that it's an old movie. It's a relevant movie to me.
Yeah.
It's relevancy.
Yeah. Well, okay. Here's my thing: Flash, Superman, Indiana Jones, Han Solo, Star. All that's the reason why when you see our video, who do you see in our video? What guys do you see in the start of the Archivist video, especially in the old school one?
All the good old school.
Oh, you do. I wouldn't even. You see Harrison. You see Tom Baker. You see all our guys.
Yeah, it's all. Yeah, but Capaldi is my. I like Capaldi again. That was my doctor.
I gotta say, Capaldi is and will be the closest you will ever get to Tom Baker. They screwed Capaldi over big time.
Yeah, because again, he was a real fan, and I really miss. I don't know. For me, I don't know why.
Yeah.
Was it Hellbent? Is the most.
Yeah.
It's by himself. He's all by himself.
And this is how you know this man.
I watched that show. That's the one thing I watch over and over. It's like a one-man play. And I love that episode. It's my, I don't know. And again,
that's
it
how
irritates
you
a few people. It's Moffat. It is most Moffat-esque in a way.
Well, they
but
said
I love it.
It was because it was only him. I was like, no, you don't understand. He carried the whole show by himself. He had no cast. He had the TARDIS and he had some other stuff, but he carried the whole hour show by himself.
Yeah, dear God, it was incredible. The visuals, the journey again, the journey. And again, that's all I'm saying. That's real Doctor Who.
That right there is what showed me he was the closest we were going to get to Tom Baker. That episode right there, even though a lot of people rag on that
nothing,
episode,
and I have nothing against Matt Smith or any of the new Doctor you got. No, any Doctor as a whole. I have no disrespect for any of them except for My God, whatever she is, that thing.
Wait,
God,
no, we're gonna see.
I don't even know her. I don't.
You mean
Dr.
Dr. Karen?
Dr. Karen, yeah, Dr.
Yeah,
Karen.
okay.
Jesus,
Yeah.
I struggled through
Yeah,
12,
I'm not gonna
and
say
that was it.
the
We didn't go any further.
yeah. So
Anyway, well, let's get back to good stuff.
okay. So what I was gonna say, we gonna do this now. Let me do this. So Superman #1, the brand new show, the book came out the other day. Let me get rid of this here. Stop screen. And let me get this. So that's what the cover of our okay, so I'm trying to do this without getting in trouble, so
I know.
forgive me. So because I don't want to get anybody in trouble. But I have all these windows open and stuff. So
There you go. That's good.
So this is the very first issue. It's called Dawn of DC and everything else.
Yeah.
But I showed Ruben. I was like, "Hey, Ruben, you got to read this, dude." I was just like, and they say, "Man is still." It's back like when Clark came back after he got killed. Basically, they reset everything. He came back. Yeah, he had long hair, but dude, he was still Clark. Let's saying. But I gotta say this. This felt like it felt like the movies to me.
I know, but right, but I'm looking at this whole scene right here is beautiful.
Yeah.
This is the back and the front, I'm thinking, and it just looks amazing, in my opinion. And of course, my eye went right toward the light.
Yeah.
And if you notice, you see behind. Yeah. Just the detail. The detail.
Yeah.
The Daily Planet. Look at the Daily Planet.
Yeah, you can see the Daily Planet, and you see something that says like Superman back there, and I'm like, what's this? And you don't find it out till later on in the story. We're not. But look at this. We have Server Banshee, we have Livewire, we have some mysterious person, we have the Parasite. They all show up in this first issue. Yeah. And I'm just like, wow, they're really coming out guns blazing. And the thing that it all made me feel like I haven't felt in like years. Because I'm gonna say this.
Yeah.
The Flashpoint fucked everybody. Along because that was the opening gate to the Pooh 52. I'm not gonna say the other way. It is the Pooh 52 because they screwed up Superman. The only two people that really didn't get screwed was Green Lantern and Batman. Everybody else got screwed, basically. They changed everything. They made Clark the simp that, and Lois would always pick on him and everything. I was like, dude, come on. And then throughout the years, because they were losing so much money, yes, DC needs to get there. I've said for the last 10, 15, 20 years, so DC needs to get, they need to get their head out of their ass.
So is this the one? This is their foundation first. Go for it right now.
This is how they're going forward.
Okay.
This is
strong, very good, very strong start.
That's what I said, and I actually talked to Iron about it. Iron was like, "Damn," and I'm like, "Yeah." I was talking to some other comic book people. Roman, I was trying to get Roman on tonight, but Roman is with the Missus tonight, so. I know he would have had some opinions about it too, because fellow comic book brother. I was trying to get some of our other comic book brothers on here tonight to talk about this, but it's a weekday, so it's not a weekend where everybody. But I just wanted to jump on this before everybody else started talking about it.
Right.
And so we have here. So we go down here, and it's like basically it's a flashback to the Kent farm. And it's Clark, and this is how you know it's Martha. She goes his full name, Clark Joseph Kent. And this is back when he was younger, and he's like, "Turn it down." He goes, Pete Ross. He's a bad influence. They put that little joke in because what happened to Pete later on, he turned in kind of into like a little supervillain, kind of like but and she's like, oh, Martha, he's fine. And if you look, I mean, he looks like Clark a little bit, and I thought that was kind of cool that they kind of did that. And then they did another little Easter egg, because I think they went back in time and did this, and Clark saw this. What I appreciate, and Clark saw that. What I was appreciating, they put a lot of Easter eggs and stuff in this issue from past history stuff. So,
But it's funny enough that basically in context, when they say that line, I hear the music in my head.
Yeah. And it was funny. I was just like cracking the hell up. And then she goes, when Clark grows up, he's going to have all kinds of people telling him what to do and be. But and I both know he's going to listen to the beat of his own drum.
That plays in the lane in the rest of the show.
Yeah. It plays
show.
into
What
the
did
rest.
I say? Show, comic.
Yeah.
The
sound of his own drum, like right there.
Yeah.
And then, he's out there. He goes to the window, and it goes to modern day. And I love this. This right here made me so bloody happy.
That's why it feels like a movie to me. That's why I said.
And look at this. This was the poster for the original Superman movie, or they had him going up like that.
Right.
So, and at the start, it says the dying son of a dying world, Kal came to Earth with powers and abilities beyond. This reminds me of the old black and white too.
Yeah, I know.
He found incredibly raised by Kansas and Smallville and imbued with the values of truth, justice, and his adopted parents. Now serves as a reporter for a metropolitan newspaper. Clark Kent takes to the sky to use his gift to the betterment world as Superman. And I was just like,
they left it out.
Yeah, I know they left the one thing out, and I noticed that, and I was like not kind of happy about that, and I was like, oh, why did you guys? But
then again, there's more there. There's more there. There's little things. There's little things.
So then you have the flashback to this right here. They show his parents. He showed the rocket. He showed when he was Superboy Metropolis and everything else. And then all of a sudden, the first person that shows up is Livewire. Okay, Livewire came out in the 90s. It was part of one of the weird stuff. I basically have the whole run of the stuff from the 90s and 80s and 70s and stuff. I stopped buying comics at Flashpoint. I have like a full run of everything, and I stopped it because I was like, how do you piss somebody off that's been buying comics for 30 or 40 years, and they just I just stopped like cold turkey. Flashpoint fucked everything, but I will admit it was even before Flashpoint when Diana snapped Natural Lord's neck. And then fucking Dr. Light raped his wife, the dude's wife, extended what is his fucking name? But it was getting really fucking dark, and I was just like, I still was buying shit, but it was up to the point when Flashpoint and Flashpoint was the thing that fucked it for everybody.
Right.
Those little things were. She snapped his neck, and then Dr. Light raped Sue. It was Sue, didn't he? Ralph's yeah. So extendable man, or elastic man, you know what I mean. But it was at that point you saw little things here and there, and then Flashpoint came in, and then Dave was like just. And the thing that pissed me off the most about Flashpoint is you saw the real Justice Society and everything else at that point, and it show all the alternate histories, and then they show you, well, we'll go on to the history and we'll make a new run, and like, yeah, it didn't go well, did it? It didn't go well like you guys wanted it to, did it? Right. So she's going over here, and then you see this. You see this little green circle, and he goes, heat vision in the face will quiet this obnoxious simpleton. And she's like, I'm so sick of you showing up where you want and nobody. And he goes, ignore the bystanders. They should have the intellect to run. And I was like, okay, who is this talking right here? I was like, my first guess was, okay, who's smart enough to talk this way? Well, there's only a few people on the face of the earth that could do the strategy like this, right, Ruben?
Yes.
There's Bruce, there's Lex, there's Martian Manhunter.
Oh yeah.
There's three right there, and I was like, okay, it had to be one of the three. I was thinking it was Bruce, but no, it's not Bruce. It's not Martian Manhunter. It's somebody else. So we go into here, right here, and she's like, now directly go to Livewire and take her out now. And Clark's going, hush. And she goes,
Right.
Did you just tell me to hush? You're such a mama's boy, you bum. And so you go up to here, and then, he goes, I'm not talking to you, Wire. And then here's the green little thing again.
Yeah.
Use your ice breath to create a fog that obscures his vision, and then break her arm or leg, and the brutality will disorient her. And then she goes, I got your attention now. And then then they go, then dunk her into the ocean. Her powers are malfunction. Hold her under till she passes out and runs out of oxygen. And then the last part was like, you hope to win this fight without going on the offensive, but your comprehension is your weakness.
Compassion,
yeah. And so they have somebody going here, and you find out the reason why, and then bam, look at me down here. Livewire. The reason why she went off is because they canceled her. They canceled Livewire.
I know.
The recent returned Superman, and then you see Lex. Badly if you only listen to me, and then you see him in prison.
Right.
And he's like, stop talking to yourself before they ship you off the Arkham, mate. You ain't special. Move along.
Right.
And then it was like, holy shit. So I was right. It had to be one of the few people. Right?
Yeah. But when you think about it, the whole idea, just the whole, what the storyline is going through right now.
Yeah.
And what it talks about, it is about making choices. How do you go about? Do you follow what your heart and your mind is telling you, or do you listen to others around you? And it's very deep. It's deep because you do have to have confidants. You have to have two people there, just like the fact that Lois and Clark are still, they're talking to each other. They're in a relationship.
Yeah.
Yeah, and that's communication's there. That trust is there.
Yeah.
Then here, it's the opposite.
Well, here's the thing.
But the thing is that here's the thing. The thing is that everything that's being told to Superman by Lex is a true statement.
Yeah,
that's the quandary. The quandary is, what do you do? It's a moral question.
Yeah, it is.
What do you do when a bad person or a manipulative person tells you statements that are completely true?
Well, see, yeah, I would say he's more manipulated. Lex isn't a bad person.
No,
he is very manipulated.
He's a sociopath, basically.
Yeah. But the reason why he turned into that is because of all the way back in when Clark was Superboy and screwed up his experiment, and then he goes, well, you destroyed my hair. That's the reason why he had red hair back in the day. And then there was an experiment. Lex screwed up his experiment. Clark came in to blow it out because they were best friends. When he blowed it out, all the chemicals and stuff made his hair fall out. And then he saw that Clark was right there. And then he goes, from now on, this day forward, we're going to be arch enemies because you destroyed my hair and everything else.
Mm-hmm.
And this was like in the fucking, like, was it 50s or something that this happened?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah. So they've known each other since they were teens, like kids. And, they're so he goes up. I doubt surprise for our viewers at home, folks, but due to the courageous actions of our Man of Steel, and then you saw what Lex says, adore me all you want, Superman. Once you gasp the dangers on the horizon, you'll be begging to listen. Because Lex knows something's up. Lex dislikes Clark for everything he's done to him in the past. But on the other hand, if you go on the other hand, Lex loves the Earth. Lex loves humankind. And he has tried to save it several times. And Lex even became a hero a couple times. You know?
Yep.
So
that's what I'm saying. If someone has good intentions, they can still do terrible things.
Yeah, they are. And I've talked about this several times.
Yeah.
So look at this. I love this part. I'll be back. Live Wires fans will be denied. You can't cancel me. She literally got canceled. And then,
I saw that. I went, okay. I had to be. I was very funny when I saw that.
I was laughing at that. I was like, I don't know, all the person. So Clark comes down. Please make sure that Miss Willis is handled with the most care, gentlemen. And then, don't worry, Superman. We have it all in control. Even in a special cell waiting for her at Stryker. So, he is the new chief of police at the Special Crimes Unit. Because Maggie moved off and went to Bloodhaven, where Tim and them are. So she goes and takes care of that out, and he is the brand new chief now. And he goes, finally nice to meet you face to face. Before Maggie, she spoke very highly. Her stories were inspiring. Same here, but without Maggie vouching for you, I've always wanted to work the legendary Superman. My door is always open. Boy, I don't know if you got this or not, but did you get a hint that something ain't right with him though? Just a tiny bit. Like there's something that I'm like, maybe he got some
a little
dark
bit, maybe.
He's got a little bit
at this time.
Shit.
At this moment, yeah, not really, but a little bit, not really, but
I got this twinkle that that he's a little bit. There's some dark going on. Look, he wants to work with him, but because you always gotta. Clark always has to wonder about who's gonna pop up. So he goes, I'd love to stay in Chas. And didn't you see this official in the background, Ruben?
Yes.
He goes, the official ran away and quit. Can we and canceled for us? And should we just cancel? And then, somebody goes, Clark goes, it looks like a job for Superman. And so he officiates the wedding.
That's funny.
And he is just like, you see him, he's doing the wedding vows and he's in the wedding party and everything else. And then he they were gonna go on the honeymoon, and he does does it on the he sends them on their way to their honeymoon. So we go back to the Daily Planet.
I love this stuff.
Yeah, I love this too.
It's a nice. I love the cubicle. It's funny. His
funny. Cubicle is awesome. I was like, wow, I wish that's kind of cool. That's a nice little cubicle. And then you see he's written on the story about going on. He's like Clark, and he's finally updated to a DVD drive and stuff with a little thing. And then they shaved Jimmy's sides again. I noticed this because at one point in the 90s, I think Jimmy had shaved sides. Because I still shave the side of my hair, even though it's Clark. I know there's pictures of me with culture and everything.
God, he looks like he's a fucking bodybuilder in his outfit.
Dude, I was like, look at how big Clark is in there. I was like, bam!
I'm here on my podcast right now.
I was like, hey, come on, brother. I was like, what's up?
No, I want to. But that'd be a cool outfit to have, like a cosplay. Shit, that shit. I should actually use it as a goal to walk in with how the blue shirt, the yellow tie, the headphones, the Smallville hat and glasses, and it'd be cool. It'd be like a good Halloween outfit, man.
Dude, you should do that on the MF one time.
I want to lose the weight and do it. So
Yeah, I know that'd be awesome, brother.
Yeah.
So he goes, "You hear me, big guy?" And then so Jimmy's talking about his new girlfriend. So and here's my thing. I'm the person that goes, okay, I've read comics for 40-something years. Okay. I know when Jimmy gets somebody new in his life, they're usually there to get close to Clark.
Yeah.
So I'm just like, okay, from my point of view, I was like, okay. And he goes, I'd love to learn everything about her, Jim, but I have an article with Special Crimes Unit. And I'm gonna barely make my deadline. And then this line right here cracked me up because you don't know it until you go down.
Yeah.
He goes, "Oh, don't worry, buddy. I'm sure the new boss will go easy on you." And I'm like, I wonder who the new boss is. And then you like think again, Olsen. And then our girl, like right here, she's like,
now that's my kind of woman. Damn.
And then Lois comes out of the editor-in-chief office. This goes for all of you. If you think just because you used to be one of you, I'll give you any leeway, you're in for a surprise. If anything, Perry was too easy. Lois is now the editor-in-chief of the Daily Planet.
Love it.
I was just like, oh my God, that is freaking awesome. But here's my thing.
Yeah. We're not haters, man. I want this, man. Shit,
dude,
I love Lois Lane.
I've said this. I said Lois should have become the editor, like the editor-in-chief a long time ago, or she should have been Perry's backup because at one point she was Perry's backup.
Yeah, she's
taken over for Perry every now and then.
Yeah, but the character of Lois Lane has an arc, has done the things.
Yeah,
it's an important character. She's never been a victim, even in she's a reporter. She's a reporter. Jesus.
I mean,
I don't know.
Look at all the times Clark's had to go and bail her ass out. Like
Jesus.
But even in the cartoon, in the animated series, which, the animated series is very awesome. You guys should go see this. Go watch Superman, the animated series. Go watch it. It is on HBO Max. If you have HBO Max, the Superman, they have Batman animated series. They have all the Justice League. They have Superman animated series. So go watch it.
Now, Jed, come on. Do you really like it or not? I don't know.
Yes, I do. Yeah, I do. I'm like, it's well, Batman animated series is how we got Harley. So Harley came from the animated series, and she was so popular they started putting her into the comics and everything else. So she showed up first on the animated series. A lot of people don't know that. I have a story about Harley Quinn. A funny one. Go ahead.
Okay. Well, I knew this girl once who had a Harley Quinn tattoo.
Mm-hmm.
Then I met her like 30 years later, and her daughter has one now, so too. Oh, my God. It's just really strange.
That's like, yeah.
I went, really?
Stay away from that one. Like,
Brad, yeah, I know. Like, it's like them both. It's a line of like they were just, and they were both blondes.
Yeah. If you see, and I'm just saying this because I know this from personal example. One of my sisters is named on her online. Her online name is Harley.
Oh.
Yeah, you met her. You met Harley in the Discord. Remember? You met Harley. That was her.
Okay.
You met Harley already.
Oh. Okay.
No, I have multiple sisters.
I'll be on my best behavior.
Yeah. So.
No, I'm sorry.
I already have a brother-in-law there, so you can't get that one.
I'm fine.
Yeah.
No. Here's the thing. I'm very conservative and very respectful and old-fashioned.
Oh, I know you are.
So it's like, no. I'm just saying, I'm very much like, if I see a woman, I walk up to her, and if she's like, she's pretty, and then whatever. But if she has a ring, I don't do. It's like I just I shut it off completely. I'm like shut it off. And she has a guy, I shut it off too.
Mhm.
But if they're single, then beware.
Yeah.
You're on my target list. So
It's
that's what I'm saying. But I direct it.
We need to get the love doctor thing in here so I can put it in here.
But I love this guy. I love this. This is again.
Well, I was looking on Twitter and a bunch of other places. They're like, she has such a Karen face. I'm like, no, she doesn't. She is the editor of the Daily Planet. She has to get these slap jaws in shape. Perry did the same thing. Perry went in there, like, did the same fucking thing. So,
it's like, I don't know. My mother was a teacher. My brother's a teacher. My sister's a teacher. I was going to be a teacher, but I decided not to.
Yeah.
I went into management. Again, you don't have to be an asshole, but you do need to set the rules.
Yeah,
again,
she said it day one. She's like, bam. Like even here, I'm gonna show you I'm gonna go down here. And then okay, so she goes, we have all these newbies that never been there that don't. Miss Lane, I was wondering if you could do an interview. You're the, and she goes, I'm not the story kid, and one of you are sitting here at the desk anyway. And she goes, the news waits for no one. If that story has legs, you better chase it. Y'all hear me? And then she goes, why did I agree to this gig? Because she learned from the best. She learned from Perry.
But the thing is that she wanted to agree to this. It's not a bad thing.
No, it isn't.
Again, no, it isn't. Because I'm explaining to people that because again, here's the thing. This is what I'm saying. This is why I'm saying comics are important. Mm-hmm. Kids will see this and want to understand the reason why. Because again, kids when kids read this, they have to ask their parents. They should be asking their parents, what does this mean? Or ask their friends. This is critical. She's worked her way up. Again, that teaches you character. You have to work your way up the ladder.
She's now, basically worked her way up 80 years. Like
but the point is, she earned it.
Yeah.
Yet she's still doubting herself, and that's a good thing. It keeps you motivated.
What was it? It took her 1939 was the first appearance of Lois. Okay, so it took her that long to become editor-in-chief of the Daily Planet. Mm-hmm. Since 1939. Let's put this out there for people so they understand. She was a cub reporter, then went from a cub reporter to an ace reporter and did everything else. She worked her way up. She didn't bullshit. She didn't slack off. And then when Clark came around and started doing all this stuff, go ahead.
No, I'm laughing right now because I just realized that how two things, but one thing first. Mm-hmm. Jed, I wanted to thank you for this. It means a lot to me that you invited me on here, and for the bottom of my heart, love you, man. Thank you so much. That's number one.
Always, brother. You're a family.
And because that's the thing. The message of love is very important. Again, the Love Doctor moniker may be funny, but there's a reason behind it because. Just like me, just like me. I hope, like me, no one wants pain in their life.
Yeah.
But when we need to have pain because that's what we feel. It gauges where we are. It gives us, and we stretch our own boundaries.
That's how she got to where she was at because she's gone through so much pain and she worked her way up.
Yes.
That's
the point. Yeah, you got it. And that's what I'm saying. That's what that's going to separate. This again, if you're listening right now, that's what separates pop culture activists from any other pop culture stream right now. We dive into the reason why these things are important and have fun in. That's the most important thing.
Yeah.
We're enjoying this whole thing, and it's all about enjoyment. If we tell you something is wrong, we'll tell you why it's wrong.
Oh yeah, everybody knows I'll come out right away. I'm just saying. Bullshit. Yeah.
It was a little, and again, you can go anywhere else, but again, I know Jed and I are going to talk, and we're going to start doing more shows. Mm-hmm. I want to start helping out and doing more for the community about positive stuff, archiving, being the keepers of the truth.
Iron and when Ash. Okay, I'm going to say our people that are around 70s is still here, but he's been doing a lot of his own stuff, and I've been doing it over there with him. And he comes to hang out with us on Friday. Ash, the reason why Ash hasn't been around, he's in university. Yeah. So I want Ash to get his education before he comes back. And when he comes on breaks, that's the reason why you guys only haven't seen him that much. Yeah. Iron is basically the three people that are running it right now. It's Ruben, me, and Iron. They're running the Archivists right now. And
I've worked with Iron before in the past with 540 Studios too. Jake Fox and all those guys over there. But again, that's the whole idea. We work together.
And because Retro, and I would say we love our brother Retro. Me and Retro started all this together. But he's taken some time away to focus on himself for right now. So
but that's the most important thing too. Yeah, I'll do the same. I will do the same thing. Again, it's not a bad thing, my friends. It's not a bad thing. Yeah. Sometimes we need to take away, and sabbaticals are there for a reason.
Yeah. Like that's. I just wanted to make it clear. That's the reason why they've only seen me, you, and Iron.
Right.
Maybe 70s and a couple of the other guys. Well, I was shocked that I got everybody almost on New Year. Was it New Year's or when we did what?
Yeah. Oh, we gotta do more. We gotta do more for the MFR 2. That was a lot of fun. What we should do this time around, leading up to it, this is Wednesday, is we should send the copy of that video out. Hey, if you want to see a great stream, be part of it. We're all leading up to the 100th episode, and but the message. Think about it. That 5 hours was just us having a good time.
Yeah, and me and Iron and Ruben already talked. We're sick of talking about shit we hate.
Mm-hmm.
I don't want to talk about fucking Willow. I don't want to talk about woke ass, Disney, Marvel, Star Wars, all that other bullshit that I hate.
I'll tell you one thing.
Mm-hmm. Go ahead.
Good thing. I did see the first episode of the 3rd season of Picard.
Yeah, I was about to bring that up because I haven't finished it. I'm halfway in.
It's okay.
I will say this, and this is the one thing because I don't want to get too far because I don't want to spoil it for other people because I know some people haven't. Everybody knows I'm second generation Trekkie. My dad was original. Okay, I've hung out with.
I'm both.
Yeah, so I hung out with people. I hung out with the crew of the original cast. I hung out with Next Gen. I've hung out with a bunch of the people. Okay, Star Trek. And I would say the things that I'm heavily deeply. Doctor Who was my first one. That was my first fucking pop culture franchise. That was original. That's the reason why Doctor Who and Superman are so important to me. Yeah. Because I learned how to read through Superman. And I learned lessons and stuff from the Doctor because, especially when he was going to kill the Daleks in the Genesis of the Daleks, he goes, do I have the right to wipe out a whole species, even though I know what they're going to do? It was a moral question, and he's like, no, I don't, because he goes, even though I know what they're going to do, that's like going back and wiping out Hitler.
It's funny coming up. There's a Doctor Who reference coming up in me from my perspective. I'll tell you when.
There was a few. There was a bunch of Easter
eggs
in
this one. In this the comic. It's there.
I know. There was a bunch of, So we go on to right here.
Oh.
Yeah, because I love this. Oh yeah. This right here.
That
and
middle
I gotta
one.
see this. You have to love this because they didn't show Lois and Clark loving one another. Okay, and I gotta say this. I love Lois and Clark together. Just like Spidey and MJ should be together. Okay? Right. There's certain couples that deserve to be together because they went through hell and back.
Yeah.
Literally, MJ and Spidey went through hell and back. And so have Lois and Clark. Okay.
Yeah,
So
this one, this panel. They call them
Go ahead.
panels still, or that's wrong? Is it panels? What do they call these things?
yeah, I got the panels.
Whatever.
I just got the
The
panels.
lower panel is the one that really kills me.
We haven't.
I
shown
get
it to
teary
people
eyed.
yet.
Teary eyed.
Do you want to read this for them?
No.
Okay.
I
Okay,
just,
I'll do it then.
I take it all in, and it just hurts
Okay.
a lot.
Okay, so he goes, because if anyone else oversaw the planet while Mr. White was on sabbatical, they'd make a mess of things. So Perry's not dead. He's just, gone somewhere. Perry's office is like a cage, Smallville, and I'm a predator. I gotta hunt for a story. I'm gonna eat an intern. That I want to make this clear. She was making a joke. Okay.
Of course.
Well, some people
I know,
don't.
but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
You can tell. Look at her.
Yeah, and he's over there laughing because
that's not really. I can tell. Oh my god.
Yeah.
Whoever drew her.
Yeah.
I have. Oh my god.
This
I don't know. She's not angry. That's not. That's playfulness. My God. I don't know what.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
It's strange.
This is the most powerful man on the earth, and he's smiling. Okay.
Yes.
So Clark goes, honey, you've interviewed some of the most dangerous people in the world and lived to write about it. There's nobody better than you to be our editor-in-chief. And she's like,
I know that, but think about it. Just right there, just that little panel right there is so much.
And she's like, I don't know if I can do this. I'm like, dude, but Lois has done everything, and she still doubts herself.
I know, but that I don't know. It really hits me because I see myself as of course, Superman. I want Lois Lane. It's like it's just like you want to reach out and grab it. Anyway, it's just whatever.
Yeah, and so he goes, and then Jimmy starts talking. He goes, my girlfriend is making this big feast tonight. Does my favorite couple want to come over? She's dying to meet. Dude, Ruben, I am calling. It's going to be some undercover supervillain. I'm calling it. It's going to be somebody that Jimmy doesn't even fucking realize.
I know.
And then Clark's going to walk in like, what the fuck? And then you're going to see him straighten up a little bit, getting ready to like.
I know.
And so so Lois goes, is this the Gorilla Princess, the Monster Hunter, or the Rock Star? Like, did you try to marry this one already?
Oh god, that's so funny. I know, but that's what I'm saying.
Yeah.
But I'm getting right then and there, right there. Oh my god, it's just like he's speaking from his heart. Yeah. And she's calling him out for, oh my god, what's wrong with you? Again, he leads. Jimmy's he leads with his heart and his brain, and Lois is trying to like. That. But but that's the whole point. He's in character, and it conveys. The panel's conveying everything. Look at this, the mannerism. He's just like, hey, come on, I'm a kid.
Come on, guys.
And she's look at the posturing.
Yeah,
the way,
she's
I love the art. The art's beautiful.
Yeah, she's like, I'm going to call you out on your shit right now, Jimmy.
It does.
And then, here's Lex. Lex has to butt in again. 47 minutes. And then Clark is like, what the fuck does Lex want now? And then she goes, hey, I'm a changed man, Mitch Lane. I'm still calling. It's going to be somebody we don't know. Or they're going to be like for an undercover organization or something.
Mm-hmm.
Then Lex goes, that's how many minutes it's been since Superman was sighted. And then Lois is like, Jimmy, and she goes, how many lives are lost per second? I'm like, fuck, Lex. Really?
Damn.
And then, he goes, and then, like, Lex is like, Metropolis is in grave danger. You must let go of your ego and work with me before we were out of time. And then, I love this. He even used this in the old 50s. He goes, I got to go a little. They use this in even the movie. The original movie, he goes, sorry, I need to go use the little boy's room. And then Jimmy goes, the little boys' room, same old Mr. Kent, and Lois is over there just like, yeah, like, I know where you're going, dude.
That face. Who's the
That
face?
face is like, whenever he says that, she's like, yeah, I know where you're going. The face, I love how they did
I know.
this.
The face is funny.
So okay,
Lois,
so
where are you?
like, yeah, so here we go over here, and then I love this because he's up on the Daily Planet roof because, throughout the history of everything, Clark, Jimmy, and Lois have always gone up to the roof, along with Perry. Perry's gone up there too at times. They always go up there to the roof. They always talk about things. They've had some really big heart-to-hearts up on the roof of the planet building.
Oh,
I would say the roof of the planet is where some of the most intense shit has ever been said. They've had true heart-to-hearts up there.
God, is there one of those things in real life anywhere? God,
the Daily Planet? No, it isn't. Yeah, but
there
is a metropolis that's real.
That I know that in Illinois.
It's the town of Metropolis. I've always wanted to go there. They have this huge Superman statue. They have Superman Appreciation Day and everything there too.
Mm-hmm.
So I've always wanted to go there. I actually knew some of the people that lived there, and they were like, "Come on down." I'm like, "Dude, I can't get there." Like, they invited me to Superman Day and stuff down there because they knew knew I was such a Superman fan because I follow the Superman homepage. I follow all the Superman stuff. Like, even though I hated the New 52 and the direction they took in, I still followed all the shit just to keep up to date. Just as like, hey, we're going to bring the suit back. We're going to, that stupid, retarded, yes, I said it, all blue with no trunks bullshit. Stupid. I hated it. The reason why he had the trunks there was to cut up the blue. And it served another purpose. Siegel and Schuster wanted to make him look like a strong man from the old days. That was the reason why he had the trunks. If you take the trunks off, he looks stupid. It looks like he's in PJs.
Right.
Siegel and Schuster, the creators of Superman, did that for a reason.
Yeah.
So
it's called artistry.
Yeah, it was called artistry, and a lot of these fucking idiots, like, that so-called are artists at DC go, well, no, let's change. No, you don't. You don't change something that's classic. That's like changing the TARDIS. Yeah. You can change the inside, but do not change the outside that much.
Right?
I
know, but...
you can change the inside all you want.
Don't
change the outside. Yeah, that's like changing the Enterprise. But over the years, we've had different Enterprises, and they did that retrofit in the second movie, in the Wrath of Khan, which I liked. That was actually they kept up. They still made it look like the Enterprise, but they retrofitted everything.
Yeah.
And especially the first one, because they were supposed to get everything retrofitted and everything else, but they still. It was supposed to be a training voyage, and then Khan came up, and then they got to go out there and beat Khan. You know? Okay, so here we go. So he's over here looking at a bird, and then Lois comes and goes recharging.
I know.
And I love this part so much. He goes,
I know.
He goes, I'm just thinking. So the reason why, and I'm going to say this, I'm going to read this. You only wear these when you're trying to tune something out. He goes, I can still hear the word with them on, but the music helps to clear my head. Like, the most powerful man in the world has to have music to drown out shit. He can still hear, but he helps him concentrate. Like, and I say this, the reason why Superman has been so successful because he's human. He has a heart. He is not malice. He's killed like a couple times, but afterwards he felt really bad. Back in the in the 80s, he sentenced some. The cover was all green and everything. Oh, do you remember that one?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Sorry.
What did you eat? What did you eat?
my god!
What the hell?
No, I'm taking my medication.
Mm-hmm.
I take cannabis oil, and the doctor, the guys there say, "Here, take the RSO and eat it straight out of the thing." And it tastes like shit.
Yeah,
Oh,
I have a friend that does that. You gotta mix it up just a little bit with something else.
I did in the peanut butter, and it tastes like crap. I usually put it inside a chocolate or gummy bear, but I don't have any.
Yeah,
man, fuck. I didn't have that much. I went, oh my god. Oh.
Yeah.
Oh.
And so, I love this part right here, where you see, and though I gotta say this, they gave Superboy his jacket back, which I'm kind of partial to the jacket from the 90s when he had the jacket and he was all punk like and stuff. So they kind of gave him his jacket back, and then they redid everything, and because I gotta say, the death and return of Superman was one of the most monumental things that happened in comics. But also, it started a huge run of all these bullshit things that, like X-Men #1 and everything else and all the other shit, that you got to run all these fucking covers. I literally bought all the covers for Superman and everything else. Yeah. Are you okay, brother?
No, I'm fine. I'm fine. It's just emotional because again, Superman is important to me. And again, this story is important because again, I miss Superman.
Dude, this is what I missed because Superman has heart. He's human.
Yeah, and it's just the fact, and of course, the fact that it's the relationship right here that makes me remember mine and what I missed. It's fine. But I'm just saying, it's fine. No, it's good. I like it.
What Sean? Beginning to the end?
Sean
said beginning to the end. He put that up there.
Oh.
So, what do you mean by that, Sean? He goes, I love this part. He goes, so much has happened since I returned to find my focus. I'm not totally used to our lives being back like this, but I'm happy. So what's this really about? Then he goes, for years I've trained. This is the part I said would come up later when we were talking about. For years I trained my hearing to keep an extra focus on certain people. You, John, my parents, Bruce. And then he goes, Bruce. Because Bruce is basically his brother. They're brothers, just like me and you and everybody else is. And like Lex was his family at one point.
Yeah.
That's the thing that's sad. Lex was actually family of the Clark at one time. And then Lex had to do the ego bullshit and,
but the thing is that it's an important story to tell.
Yeah.
And it's an important story to revisit now. Yeah. Especially because, again, that's the whole idea.
Then, when I'm going to say this is opening up the whole new storyline that's coming out, which if it comes out this strong, I hope that it's this strong through. We all know it can relax going through in like maybe the middle or something, but I hope it comes out this strong. And it keeps going on because it just keeps going. And so it's emotional. She goes, can you hear him now?
Oh, no. I figured it out.
What?
No, it's a very dumb, very sad joke, but I figured it out. It's fine. No, I said the joke to myself today, and then I remember. I'm re-remembering it because of of Lois and Clark, and that's what. The joke was I said to myself, I remember when the computers came out in the 90s and they had screensavers, and then I always loved astronomy and exploration, and what I did really love was the whole wave of when they started to reach out and hey, let's go to SETI search for intelligent extraterrestrial life, and they were setting up all these different things and had these screensavers doing it, and a resurgence of what's out there is there. And then I said to myself, shit, I'm doing the exact opposite. I'm doing sit. I'm trying to search for intelligent terrestrial life. And I'm basically, and then it got dark, because what I'm actually doing is right now, the epitome of my life is I'm actually saying one thing, which is terrifying.
Mm-hmm.
Is anybody out there?
Is anybody out there?
And
yeah.
No one has responded yet to me. Yet.
I still say we're the rednecks of the universe. That's the reason why we don't see them. Yeah.
I know. So that's basically where that's where I am right now.
I understand
in my life. I'm in my life. That's where that statement is where I am in my life. I've realized that I need to find something or someone. Mm-hmm. And the equation is basically, do I want? I want to find intelligent life. And I'm asked the question, is anybody out there? And that is what I'm waiting for. The response is what I'm waiting for. So I have set that out there. Oh, now I wait. So that's where I am in my life.
So hey, look at what we got. Cam came in. Hello, Cam. He says, hello, everybody. Hi, Jed. Hi, Sean. Hello, everybody, and good evening. Thank you for coming in, brother. Thank you. Appreciate it. I didn't we didn't know if we were going to have anybody tonight, so we've just been talking to ourselves. and Sean's been here, so I appreciate you guys being here. Thank you very, very much for coming over. And I'm sure Ruben appreciates it too. So
I do.
So we're just what we are. We've been going through Superman #1 right now, and how much of a change it was from the shit that's been going on for the last few years to now. Like I say 10 years even, right? Because didn't the New 52 come out in like 2015?
But what's so funny, the fact that we know that DC and Marvel both went through their shit phase, basically, comic-wise.
Yeah.
But basically, it's like a wave. Basically, it's like that shit wave now hit the movies.
It's shit. God, that Ant-Man movie.
What are you all doing? What are you all doing? It's like, I swear to God, I said, after Endgame, I said, Marvel could do no wrong. I can't wait for Phase 4. I can't wait to see Disney Plus.
Because I was like, we're going to have Fantastic Four. They're going to fuck that up too, So.
Here it is. Okay, look. What was the first film that came out? It was, what's the thing? Thank you, sir. What was the first thing that came out? What was the first thing? Oh, no. Phase 4. Phase 4.
Oh, it was
Black Widow, right?
It was Black Widow, yeah. And they did that stupid.
No. It was actually No Way Home, right? No Way Home. It was after Endgame.
Oh yeah, because they wanted to start off easy. We can look
No Way
up,
Home.
Too.
No Way Home. Well, No Way Home was a wonderful film. I loved it.
Yeah. Let me look this up real fast.
Oh, who's the other thing? Black Widow. Black Widow. It left me. I did not like it, but it was a blah movie. It was okay, and I said, okay, it's basically it's basically the movie that's introducing us to the new Black Widow. Fine, whatever. That's all it's doing.
Okay, so Black Widow was the first one.
Right. That's all it was.
It was Black Widow, Shang Tsung, Eternals, No Way Home.
Shang-Chi. What's the next one? Shang-Chi.
Eternals. Spider-Man was the fourth.
Okay.
And then it was Doctor Strange.
That was horrible. That was bad. That was bad.
We have Thor: Love and Blunder, and Wakanda Forever.
Yeah, it's going downhill.
It went like literally, and like with the Black Widow at the end of the movie, she slams this motherfucker's head on the desk, and that's how they beat him.
Now here, I'll tell you this. Here's the thing.
Yeah.
I like Shang-Chi. I liked it a lot. It fit for me. I got it. Hey, good. Hi, guy. Hey, Cam. I like that film. Eternals was a mess. Yeah, but it looked pretty, but it was a complete mess. That was a woke film completely. Yeah. It was not a horrible film. I don't know what it was. I don't know what it was, but it wasn't that. But it looked pretty. That's all it was. And
Oh yeah.
but it left me with two different questions. It's like, actually three basically. The earthquake, if that happened globally, then the whole movie would have been surrounded that. Nothing was like that out there. It looked normal, like we were having normal lives. It would have been a complete disaster all over the place. But no, it didn't happen. And then the whole like ending scene was off the rails. Like, what's going on here and this and that. And the whole like the fact that there are machines and all this, it got really strange. It was I know what they're trying to do, but it was like that's not quite a lot of that. And then it just went downhill. Doctor Strange. It was 20. I haven't finished the film.
I won't touch
20 minutes. 20 minutes in, and I stopped. This is too stupid.
Yeah, because they screwed up
They cucked Doctor Strange.
They cucked Mr. Fantastic, Doctor Strange, everybody. And let's just get back to the
yeah. It's fine.
I don't want to talk about but I understand what you're saying, and I know what you're saying because it's that one's just been done to death. You know what I'm saying? Mm-hmm. It's like So get back to what we were talking about on this. She goes, can you hear him now? Even from prison, he claims he wants to help. You're not buying that, right? Since the day Lex Luthor was born, he's been out for himself. He goes, sometimes I feel Lex is the only person I've ever given up on, Lois. And then she goes, boom, bombshell. Hey, Lex gave up on Lex.
Mm-hmm.
Like, immediately she said Lex gave up on Lex. But I love this part. She goes, but if you're looking for something to focus on, did you bring your farmer overalls from Smallville? I love that part. That is just that made me giggle, and I was like,
yeah, baby.
Love Doctor in the house.
Yeah. Love Doctor's in the house.
I cannot say the last time that I've I would say rip his comic because they're good too, right. And some other stuff. But this is the first time, the second time within the past few months that they actually came out with a good Superman comic. Yeah, because that one, the one was the one I rant and raved about, and I posted it all in my Flickr. And I was like, oh, wow, they got this with John and everything else. And new suit came back. And right. I was just like, oh, dude.
You know what I'm saying here? It's like, oh, yeah. Ooh,
but then, and then here's something that you don't get to see that much. You have Clark and Lois kissing. They're showing their affection to one another.
Yeah, I can even see the tongues moving in there.
I know. I agree with you, Cam. They screwed Doctor Strange. A good character, but that's Marvel and the MCU. It's MCU, not MCU. MCU.
I signed the petition to get Benedict Cumberbatch in there because I was so excited. I wanted him so bad in there. God.
Yeah, dude. You know what? And I was so excited to see Moon Knight.
Yes,
but they
me
screwed
too.
Moon Knight open. I was on the throwdown with Culture.
Yeah.
When we started discussing this. Culture cussed on stream.
Yeah. He doesn't cuss. He does not cuss.
Culture doesn't cuss. I want to put this out to everybody that they don't know Culture. Culture Casino, my brother, that I'm close to. This man does not cuss on stream.
No, he does not.
This show got him so fucking pissed. He cussed a blue streak and had to shut off his camera. Yeah,
I know. But again, the bottom line here, everyone hearing this right now, that's what they want you to do.
Yeah.
I get it now. I get it. They want you to be either angry or in want, or give me more. That's it. It's not, they don't want you satisfied. They want you in misery, or they want you to want something.
This is Yeah, this is the reason why we're showing this comic and we're talking about other things that I want people to see that are good, that you're not going to go away with this depressed feeling.
And you know what this is? This instills in this again. What are the lessons we've heard so far? Commitment, dedication, responsibility, and the fact that even superheroes and strong women who should be confident have doubt and are having issues.
Yeah.
You know, Superman's going through a crisis right now because his friend, his brother, is not talking to him and telling him things. And he's confiding in the one person because everyone needs a confidant. Think about that. Even this, and the thing is that's what I'm saying, man. This is what I'm saying. Be a Superman to yourself, to you. Be the hero in your life and be the strong man to your own self. And you'll attract the woman you want in your life. And that woman will also be as strong because you together make a strong union. And this is what's teaching you the values.
That's the reason why Sin showed up for me, basically. Here's the funny thing. I'll say this about her. And I know I've said a bunch of stuff on the MFer and the Throwdown and other things here. But the funny thing was, me and her known each other for months. And we were going back and forth talking and not doing that. There was at one point I thought she hated me. Because she called, I don't know, she's going to kill my ass for this one. Because I bring it up all the time. She called me normal at one point. And I was like, what the fuck? You call me normal? I am far from fucking normal.
Those are fighting words there.
Yeah, I was just like, I was like, well, yeah, whatever. I was like,
no, but that's what I'm saying. It hit me. It hit me. It's like normal is boring.
Yeah, I fought so long to be normal. Then once I got to it, I was like, I'm not normal. I'm far from normal.
Yeah, because again, here, that's why the very curious, the unusual, the complex, the exotic attracts me very much so. And I was on a member stream of Chrissy Mayer, and they had the most vapid person on video talking. They were talking about this person.
Is it about that one person we won't name?
No, it was Liza Blue. Somebody. No, it wasn't.
Everybody's been having problems with.
No, somebody else.
Okay.
Completely. But again, completely vapid. I mean, completely. It's like nothing there. And it was like, I need to talk to this woman. And I need to find out about her. And then it instantly switched from like curiosity to like, I got it. I understood what was going on because all women do this without even knowing, and all men do without even knowing. Yeah. You give off your energy, baby. You give it off.
You give it off. You can,
and you don't even know you're doing it. But the thing is that men, again, you have to direct it because that's what I'm saying. When girls think you're creepy, it's because you're doing too much. You are giving off your male energy. And she says creepy because that's her defense system. It's not a bad thing because that's what she feels like. She just feels something. She feels it. But again, make her feel comfortable about it. That's what you do, like Superman does. Remember?
I'm gonna say this before we go on. Cam, thank you. Appreciate you for being here, man. Appreciate it. He's like, it's almost 1 a.m. here. I gotta take off. Have a great stream. Thank you, and thank you for popping over to the stream. Me and Ruben both appreciate that. So I agree with you like that. And then a lot of people say like Lois is just like she's not to be afraid of. Actually, Lois is like one of the strongest, most awesome women actually in DC.
Yes.
But besides Diana, because Diana's gone through the there's like Catwoman, and what they've done to Catwoman is screw her up. There's tons of really good females that are awesome in Batman's world and in Gotham and stuff, and then it's just like and then my thing about this, and I'm gonna say this, they wanna they want to put cast Sue Richards first. Okay. They want to put the kids in first movie. Yeah.
What?
They want to put the kids in the first movie.
Oh God.
So they want to skip the story and just go to them being married already. Cheers, brother. So yeah, it's just they want to skip to everything, and I'm like, so there's going to be no world building, no story build up, none. They're just going to skip to Rita and her being married, and they have Franklin and Valerie already.
Disney Marvel. If it doesn't work, why change it? What?
Yeah,
I'm sorry, I screwed it up. What's wrong? No.
Well, I'm half expecting them to be Reed and Sue to be black, and then probably Ben to be Latino.
No, it's gonna be he's gonna be like he's gonna be a Latin X person. Yeah. She's gonna be bi, and then they're gonna have a black what.
Yeah,
it's all going to be mixed up. It's all bullshit.
It's again. Then you know what's going to happen, and me and somebody else already talked about this on the stream. You know, Namor's in the universe now, so they're going to have Namor go cluck Reed.
Oh my God!
Yeah, and then,
because here's the thing. Here's one thing. I'm a musician. There's orchestras. Some orchestras used to be all male. Okay, then now no one gives a fuck because we want quality. We want the best orchestra. So when I see the orchestra, if it says we have the most inclusive and diverse orchestra,
skip that.
You know what's gonna happen? You know what's gonna happen? It's gonna sound like shit.
Yeah.
Because you're not talking about musicality. You're talking about just like a body.
You go by who is the best there, who is the best talented, who is the best known for they can work. You don't go by inclusive bullshit. There is a reason, like, dude, why did people don't complain that there's like 1 million black guys in the NFL, you know, and then, you know, here's the thing. 2 black guys were playing in the Super Bowl and they didn't say shit. Yeah. Like, they were the quarterbacks, and then they didn't make a big deal about that. But oh god,
well, who was it? Terry Gungy that kind of pissed off about that. What are you talking about? Their blackness? They're just 2 quarterbacks.
They're quarterbacks, dude. I grew up. I don't see color. Yeah, I lived in like some of the most fucked up places when I was growing up. Okay, so I had friends from every skin color and every race.
Yeah, because it's funny because, again, growing up, they told me you're Mexican. I says, I'm not a Mexican. I'm an American. No, you're Mexican American. No, I'm an American citizen. I was born here. I eat tacos, hamburgers, fried chicken, Chinese food, Japanese. I don't give a shit about the food I eat or whatever. And I go where I want to go, do what I want to go, and say what I want to say. I want to live my life. You want to live my life. Let's have some fun. It's America. We're Americans. We're human beings. Come on. And they told me that I'm betraying my race. Okay.
Yeah, that's
to my face. And then on top of that, then I have people saying, "Oh, you're a white boy." No, I'm not white at all. And then everyone. No, I'm just me. Leave me alone. Yeah. I'm fine. Gosh, it's crazy.
Okay. So we get off that, so we can go back. So here we go. So there's Lois, and she's like, after she got that kiss. Look at this. She has that guilty ass face right there.
Oh yeah.
And Jimmy comes up. Oh, hey, sorry, you saw it too. Saw what, pal? And then I love this. This was a callback.
I know.
When she said that,
correct.
That was a callback, right? She goes, "Great Caesar's ghost." My jaw I was like, oh my god, the respect, they're paying homage to Perry right there.
I know.
Because Perry's not there right now. And so there was a question I was like, so does Jimmy still know he's Superman? Because Clark poofed off and he started changing in front of Jimmy. But Jimmy, I don't know.
Yeah, he's too distracted with he's too like focused on his thing.
I was wondering about that because you see it. He's like changing. I'm like,
but look at the detail, the lighting.
I know. Like, I'm like, oh my god.
Just right there. Think about that.
I love that. I'm like, I'm gonna say.
But think about the vanishing point at the very, very top is like near white, but not really. and then it just expands out. You see the whiteness of this of the light or whatever it is, and then I don't know, the ray. Look at the rays, and they start. Then you can trace the rays. You can trace the rays back all the way.
Yeah, you can.
Even from like the furthest one out here, way down to the bottom of where its elbow is, go all the way up there. You can see it's perfect.
Yeah. So
That's what
I
said,
was
detail.
Yeah, dude, you got the detail in there, and it's just like. So we go over here, and then all of a sudden you see LexCorp is under attack. Clark goes over there. He's like, "What are you up to, Luther, now?" And then he immediately knows because he's dealt with Luther a lot. Nanotechnology, but it's not going on the offensive. And what do you know? He sees Superman. He sees his Kryptonian symbol from his parents on there, and bam. There is a Superman logo on top of LexCorp building. What is going on? Like, what? Did Lex just lose all of his faculties right there?
Yeah.
Like, what did you think, Ruben, when you saw that the first time?
Something's going up. Something's going on.
Well, Luther always plays chess.
I know. I was very like, what is really happening? That's what I was saying. What is really happening?
I thought that too, and I was like, oh my god.
But then when you go down,
there's Mercy. There's Mercy right there.
Yeah.
And then she's like, we hope that'd catch your attention, and like over here. And then so we go in there. Mercy already has a Superman. It has the symbol on her outfit, and he goes, there are easier ways, Mercy. Why did that nanotech have just one of the many tools at your disposal here at Supercorp? And he's like, Super what? And this is
look at the lettering, Supercorp. My God, this looks so pretty. That's so pretty.
That's good. Fucking, they did good lettering like there. And then
oh my God.
I know, isn't it? It's just like,
is there a little trademark outfit under the P? I don't know. It's kind of funny.
Dude, yeah, I was like, it's so. As a result of Luther's most recent incarnation, which Clark had something to do with, all of LexCorp has been turned over to you. And then he's like,
this is a Doctor Who reference.
I know. He goes, I can't be bought. I told Luther no. And then he respectfully disagrees. Please follow me.
He's so badass. Look.
I know. Look. And then look.
No. But go back up a bit. Okay. So go back. Let's just look at it. What do you notice about Superman in all these things? Everything
he's not happy about that.
He's not happy, but he's not standing. He's floating.
Yeah.
He's floating there. He's floating there. Go down. He's floating there.
He's still floating. That's how you know he's waiting. He's waiting.
He's fucking. He's got his hand next to the gun, basically.
Yeah.
Oh, he's ready to rock to pop it off. You have to.
Okay, the part that really pissed him off, that Lex, you know it already.
I know.
There you go, because we don't want to spoil it. Mr. Luther has genuine concerns about the future, and you notice, look at the whole place is changing right in front of him. Mr. Luther it is his belief there is something dire on the horizon, something bigger than your feud. What Lex has offered, this opportunity can be used for good. And then, our little team put a little something together. I'll show you what I mean. Hey, neighbor. For years, Superman has protected our fair city of Metropolis. But times are a-changing, partner. Then they go, oh no, Superman needs our help. Now, with the support of the good people of Supercorp, Superman will have everything he needs to be the best version of himself, making Metropolis and humanity safe together. Like, oh my God!
but look at the that's the old iconic Superman.
I know. Did you notice that they put his That's like the Fletcher Superman right there,
Yeah,
basically.
yeah.
That's
Yeah.
Fletcher Superman.
Oh God! Did you hear that?
What was that?
You heard it.
I heard that. What was that?
That's my bones cracking.
I was like sun lightning or something over
Yeah,
there.
it's no. That's what dude. I'm in pain a lot, and it's like the fluid builds up really quickly all the time. It's like I'm always I'm in constant inflammation. The muscles are all because again I'm pushing myself every day, and I pay it. The muscles are fucked up, and then it's like that's what happens. They lock up and they start tensing up, getting tight. They tighten up, and they won't release until I take the cannabis. And the cannabis relaxes them, and then when it relaxes it, then I can pop it.
That's the reason why I did that. Okay, that's good. So you feel a little bit better?
A little.
Okay.
It still hurts.
I know.
It's fine. Just letting you know that's what I'm saying. So everyone out there, that's what I'm saying. I'm in constant pain, but you know what? I'm happy. I'm content.
Yeah. Dude,
I'm so happy. I'm so happy right now.
He sits over with us 4 to 5, 6 hours a week over at the MFer. So
I love this stuff. Again, being here gives me joy and happiness, and it's like my outlet because it's like I want to do a show now. It's a funny name, of course, but it's a true statement. I want to call it a digital watering hole. And just sit back and relax and just have a good time. You get it, you know. How many holes do you made in play? And
I love this. I love this little part where he goes cute.
I know. I know. It's funny. I know it's this little guy.
He's like, Mr. Luther felt you were the only person he can entrust to his company. So here's the thing. They're playing on the history between Clark and Lex. Right there.
Mm-hmm.
Mercy, I appreciate what you're doing here, and I'm not afraid to ask for help when I need it. And then he goes, well, there's Star Labs, and there's Steelworks, which is John Henry, and then she goes, and we love the competition. She goes, Superman, listen, I know how much Luthor has done to you, the pain and suffering he's inflicted on you and your family. So, and what I want you to understand is that I am not him. Lex always believed you were some big muscle head, but I know better. You are as smart as you are strong. So you heard his pitch, now hear mine. There is somebody I want you to meet. This is the part that I knew you were going like, just like me. You're like, what the fuck? Lex, why did you... Lex, dude, no! This is a no! Why did you
it's like...
do...
It's like, Jesus, like Weekend at Bernie's, man. Shit, basically.
Like, why did you do this, dude? You know he was gonna get pissed. Like, so we haven't gone to it yet. So
I know, but still here. It's building up.
Okay, God. I will say this. Look, they have tons of Easter eggs in here.
I know.
Okay, there's the this is from the 70s, 60s and 70s right here. The Super Jet. Then they have his Eradicator outfit. They have his Steel outfit. They have a bunch of the outfits from the old fucking series. And then they have his outfit when he was trying to come back to this world. His black and white outfit when it was just before they crossed back over to here. When they were still in that other fucking world. So, and they have all these really odd suits, and then look at that. They have the Superman overalls that Lois wore at one time is down like right here.
Yeah, I know.
There's so many Easter eggs in
little
here.
Details.
And the little details and stuff. And then this thing that Lex made a long time ago is like right over here.
Mm-hmm.
So she goes, your new team. These are some of the brightest minds in the world. And for years, they've been forced to idolize their brilliance on Luthor's. It's like, for some reason, I think Mercy is happy about this. Because you know how Mercy has been a lot, right?
Mm-hmm.
She's been imagine what they could do for you. And trust when I say, we made a change to supercar. Morale has gone through the roof. You know.
But the thing is that I'm reading this and going, what's the catch? What's going on?
There's always a catch with Lex.
And or even worse yet, what the whole morality play of it in the way. But again, we'll get to that when
we will.
go
And
down.
then so she's like, I gave it to them as a gift. Then give it to him as see that about Mr. Loither's lures. Scary. If you try to turn over control to anybody else, the contracts are shut down. Nearly half the people in Metropolis work for that man in one form or another. They'll all be out of work. Of course, Luther would do that. And then she does this. I'm sure just go compress some coal in the diamonds, right? But before you make any rash decisions in the world economy, I want to introduce you to LL1. That's is what
I know, but that before is incorrect. Because again, the what's the common convention, or at least why are diamonds so expensive?
Yeah.
From your perspective, why are diamonds so expensive?
Because sometimes they are rare.
They're not rare.
Yeah, I know.
No, they're not rare at all. They're not. No. There is no rarity to diamonds. That is the misconception, and they fell into the misconception. The reality of it is that there is the De Beers cartel holds all the diamonds.
That's the reason why they made Valentine's Day too.
Yes, so it's a corporate thing. So they're factually incorrect, and this is what goes back. This is why comics are important. If you say something in a comic, I know it's a comic, but still, you're pointing to something it's not true. So that's what I'm saying. That's all I'm saying about that. So you can go on. Yeah.
Well, I will say there are some diamonds that are extremely rare.
Yeah,
they are
different style. So the rarity
style.
of the color, yes, that's true.
But the normal ones you get, those aren't rare. But some of the other darker ones and other colors and rarities, they are rare.
Yes, that's true.
So that's what I was trying to say.
Yeah, we're corrected. Yeah, we're corrected.
Yeah,
but that's what I'm saying, and that's the other aspect here. When you think about it, that discussion right now we just had. Mm-hmm. In 2020, 2021, 2023, if we had an argument, or if we had that discussion, it would be like a full-blown freaking argument because it's so dope, it's so retarded. Now, but I had an epiphany about that, which is kind of a dark epiphany. Do you remember the internet meme, Red versus Blue?
Yeah, Red versus Blue was awesome.
And the idea of the fact that when they said conversations in real life, you know what? I really respect your opinion, and the conversation started lying. You fucker. But again, what's so weird? Here's where it gets kind of dark. That was famous. Red and blue versus blue, right? Mm-hmm. Then what Democrat, Republican? What's colors?
Red, blue, and then hey, get about this in the Matrix, red, blue.
Red, blue. It's keep the patterns repeated in those three things that we all know and now associate as either being one of two sides. Mm-hmm. It's interesting. That's a social thing. It's very, very odd.
Yeah, it is.
But it does make you. What it should do out there to everybody out there, make you think. Because if you see it in comics, you see it in newspaper, you see it in print, see it in the culture, that's something we should talk about and question. Mm-hmm. And then, but the whole point of me saying that, so then if they basically show you a video, it goes viral, that's red versus blue, and inside the meta reference of normal conversation and internet conversation being so divergent and just like one is civil and one is completely chaotic, and then now that world is seeping into the real world where everything's chaos. And then on top you have the Matrix and then the red versus blue. Where do you want to go, in the Matrix or out of the Matrix? Do you want to be part of the hive mind or do you want to be free? Okay. And then now we have, are you going to be make America great again? Or are you going to be for war? Interesting. It's always a choice. But again, what they want us to do is to keep arguing and fighting and over and not have a resolution. They want they can be happy, and we are the ones we are in the pit fighting, and they're up top. It's Squid Game, my friends.
Oh, I know it's Squid Game. Yeah, it is.
But again, and that's why these comics, this whole thing is leading. This, and now I'm leading up to this because this is the conundrum right here. Power has Lex Luthor has power. Superman has power. Superman is doing things out of his way. Lex Luthor wants to do things his way. It is a psychological gambit now. Lex Luthor has this power and is now handing it to him. Here you go. What will you do with it? You say you're going to do good. Do good then.
Yeah, because he's tested him.
Mm-hmm. That's the thing. That's the moral test. And again, the real world course is the whole thing. Like I told before, we can use nuclear power for good and help humanity. Nuclear energy, things like that, helping advancements and of humanity, or we can blow ourselves to fucking kingdom come. It's a simple choice. And right now we're going down a dark path because we're not talking to each other anymore. There's no conversation. And that is why comic books are important. That is why when you go out, that's when you go out and read a comic book, you're a kid, you're learning to read, you're learning to understand. It's not just reading these comics. It's looking at the art, understanding, and you're putting words as a child and putting the emotion there. Because again, your parent can read you a story, and it's usually has drawings in it and all that stuff. Really nice. But when you get older, you're going to start to need to have further understanding of bigger things out there. And this is what it does. And this right here is the epitome of the choice. What do you do? And that's why I love this, because again, it's helping. I hope this helps kids. It makes them understand that this is an analog for what's going on in our real life right now. We have a choice. We have a choice every day to get up in the morning and do good. And I got up today, and I'm glad to be here because I made a choice to say yes to life. And thank you very much, Ed. Thank you. Where's clapping? Just kidding. He left. He went to go get the bathroom because I love talking. And that's okay. Talking's really good. When Jed comes back, eventually. So I'll just keep on talking right now. But anyway, this is my friends. This is the important choice in life. You know, where I'm vamping now. It's okay until he comes back. But I'm taking over now.
Ruben's taking over the podcast after dark. Pop culture.
Just kidding. I'm playing. Did I scare anybody? No, I didn't scare anybody. But anyway, but the point here is that's what I'm saying, my friends. Here, everything we do now, I'm done with like arguing about everything. I want to have fun, and I want to learn. I'm reading more. I'm listening to music again, and it's just regular music, just to relax and enjoy myself. And I want to learn more about myself, and reading this comic really opened up my eyes more because it's important, you know. And
it is very important for that, you know.
Sorry,
that's the reason. No, that's the reason why that I wanted to do this before if anybody else hopped onto it, you know, because I know to have the expression and everything.
Hopefully, but again, I here's the thing. I really hope I again you can clip those things and send them out because I want you all to be successful. That's the other thing. That's what I'm saying. I want to start doing things like this. Help anybody who wants to be on the panel. I'll be on the panel for you. I'll help out. And I want to learn more about your dreams and all that stuff because I want to help you all do it. And because again, at the end, like I said, I am doing all this for one thing. Is anybody out there? Really, that is what I'm saying. I believe that now. That's what I'm doing. I'm just going to find out. But yeah, let's go on. I love this thing.
Okay.
It's building up right here.
Yeah, it is. So, Lex doing the most stupidest thing he could do makes him Jor-El and goes, "Hello, Kal-El. How may I be service of you, my son?" And then Mercy is just like, "Isn't it grand? Mr. Luthor knew part of your training to become Superman was a hologram of your birth father, Jor-El. He thought a hologram of himself might be comforting. Mr. Luthor can be so thoughtful sometimes. Look at Clark's eyes." Like, he's like, "I'm gonna fucking Look at his eyes. This like, come on, bro.
I know. It's like, come on, dude. You're crazy.
Like, did you not learn?
I know.
And then like he goes, Mercy, thank you for this lovely tour, but Mr. Luther and I need to talk. And I'm just like, oh boy, here we go. I was like, so he comes out of here like a bat out of hell, and then Mercy goes on his way to you, boss, and Luther's like, he won't make it. So guess who shows up out of nowhere? I was like, I couldn't believe he showed up.
Right.
And, he goes, I'm so hungry I could eat a house, but I'll settle for a buffet. Give me that juice. He goes, don't worry, kids. I'll have you home in no time. He goes, finally, a lunch. And then he goes, I was just ruining your appetite, Rudy. So before you get any more trouble, talk to me. How did you break out of Star Labs? And then he's like Lex is over there. You can't let the parasite torture you. Observe your powers to get stronger. Gee, Lex, we haven't had this discussion a few times before. Are you sure?
Yeah, but what's so funny here is like then that's where I thought like, what's going on? He's orchestrating something.
Yeah, I said this too because he's telling him all this, and I was like, you do know Clark knows this. How many times has he gone against the parasite / Rudy in the past? So he's like, if you follow my directions, we can take this fast and tackle the real problems at hand. There's the energy absorption cannon at Supercourt. Use your speed to retrieve it. One blast will drain the parasite down to a husk. Then here comes the kicker. It's possible it could kill him, but the world would be a better place for it. So then he goes,
another gambit, another choice.
Yeah, he's and I noticed this throughout. He goes, he's given him choices to see what he's gonna do.
Yes.
So he goes, they ran tests on me, then they hurt me. Now I've never been this hungry. And then Clark's over here just sound wave. I love the boom right behind there. It is so awesome. You can see like they don't really do a lot of stuff like this no more. And I noticed whoever is doing this was doing some old school shit on here.
Yeah,
because
exactly.
the way they were drawing him, and they put the little Easter eggs in.
But you see the dimension. It looks 3-dimensional.
Yeah,
Look at how he's
the boom.
He's off the panel. The way it is, the boom, the way it falls down, the way it's coming out. It's I don't know. It's the way that it's accenting his cape, his positioning, the light, his foot, like the strike down of the boom.
Mm-hmm.
You see it.
Yeah, and I'm just like, wow. I saw that panel and I was just like, wow. So he knocks him back all to this and he goes, well, whatever Luther has done to you, Riddy, I can help. We can get you back to Star Labs. And he goes, it wasn't Lex. So apparently he has children. Hungry. And then Lex is like, you should have taken me up my offer, Superman. And he goes, I tried to warn you, and you think we are on opposite sides of the coin. But you and I are in the same team right now. But look at that mysterious fire unsolved. Missing person has SU baffled. And the other players are just beginning to reveal themselves. You see? You're not dealing... I saw the robot, and then I saw who was on the screens. I was just like, oh my God. You're not dealing with your enemies. You're dealing with my enemies. And like, you're facing mine. And I'm just like...
And then like, this is like, what the fuck's going on here?
Well, that looks like the Superman robot they had back in the day, like in the 80s and stuff. And the 90s stuff, because he's had a few robots of him. And I was like, who the fuck is that? You know? and they're playing classical music. And I was like, and you see Server Banshee and all these other, is that Green Lantern right there? Is that John Stewart? And then you see some other people over there.
Right.
And then you go to this, and then they got, and this was very epic at how they did this.
I know.
Coming to Superman. This was like how they did back a long time ago.
That's the old logo.
Yeah, that's the old logo, and this is how they were doing. And this is back when they did it, and like they did some of this back in the comics a long time ago. Coming, danger, horror. Jor-El told Krypton it was doom, and nobody believed him. Adventure. This word is also now doom. I hope he goes into why it was to be awesome. And he goes, well, the people here. And then you see Brainiac, and I was like, believe it. I'm like, oh,
I know.
Yes, please, more coming in the dawn of DC. So
I know. It leads up. It's very much like a reveal slowly.
Yeah,
it gets more ominous, and then it's like it's still and it's like quiet, and then you just see it. I don't know. The panels themselves to me are like they're like timestamps in a way, of a story. Well, and in my head, I'm seeing. I take my head and I visualize myself going through the story. So it's all in my imagination.
So I want to say, what would you give it from 1 to 10? What would you give that issue?
7, 8, around there.
That's decent. I was gonna give it an 8 myself.
Yeah, because again, it's just it's a good introduction. It's because again, it's a palate cleanser. Mm-hmm. After what because again, I go by what I saw last, not what I read. What I saw, and what I saw last was that whole kissing Superman and the Superman of the sky.
Oh, I
about
hated
equality.
That shit.
No. So then when you said this is out there, and I wanted to review it with you, I said, you know what? Let me do this. Let me hold my breath and say, you know what? I have to accept these things now because again, this is it's about choice, and the choice is, should I do this or not do this?
Yeah.
And then on top of that, if I like it, I will appreciate. If I don't like it, I will just say it's okay.
Me and Iron, you know this. Me and Iron have been steering. We've been trying to steer the Archivists and the other stuff that we've been doing to stuff we like, to stuff we want to show people that are out there is good. Because if it's decent, and Ryan's even said this. They've even said this on. I want to get away from all of the bullshit, and I want to spread shit to people out there that's good. I don't want to. This book was excellent, and I got to say that, because I want to give it to people so they can see this and go see it for themselves, and that's the reason why we showed it on the stream here, so people can see it for themselves, and if you want to go read it, you can go out and get your copy and read this all too for yourself,
Yeah. No, I just had another thought. I'll talk to you later.
Okay, what was?
No, it was something else, but it was something completely funny, but off topic.
Okay.
I had my head going, what? Really? Shit. I'll talk.
So the other thing that I wanted to do, have you? I wanted to bring this up.
I saw it too.
Have you? Oh, you went through the notes and everything?
Yes.
Okay. Have you ever played it?
No.
Okay, so you should.
But I played other games, but I'm it's interesting because again, the most important thing also here is like I want to learn more about this. I can talk about it even deeper because not just playing game, but I do admire game physics and all that stuff. So I was reading that stuff too and how it works.
I want to bring this up. So I pimp the shit out of this all the time. I talk about this. I was talking about this, and Iron's like, you talk about this all the time. And I'm like, yeah. But I was just like, I got to put this out there. And every single time that there is an update, I let people know. So this morning, No Man's Sky had its brand new update. We haven't had an update on No Man's Sky for at least 3 months, 2 to 3 months. And one of their times was they usually within the second or third week in February they usually release on because of how their release schedule has been. We know the people in No Man's Sky community know when we're going to release shit because we know how the pattern is. First, you get a little symbol on Twitter, and then that's when the shit starts to happen. He lets it build up for about a week, and do you think we could? I don't think they're going to strike it. To be honest, do you think we'd be safe for us to play the thing? I don't think they're like, dude. They're like.
Well, it's a YouTube. Wait, it's a YouTube channel, right? Wait, it's not YouTube channel. It's a YouTube video, right? Isn't it?
Yeah, it's a YouTube video.
But
I
don't know.
I don't
we
think
can
they're
play
gonna
little bit. You want to stop and do? I don't know if you. Is it?
Yeah. So. Okay. Here, let me do this real fast. And because I want to do this.
All we need to do is just go. Ooh, wow.
Yeah, I want to do this because
over like a voiceover. Let's do some voiceovers.
Okay.
This looks wonderful.
Oh,
that's what you. That's wait. Does that make sense in a way? If you were doing heavy commentary during a trailer, would they still strike you?
Well, let's try that then.
Have we ever done it?
Turn the sound off.
Oh, that's one way of doing it.
Oh, okay. So do we have this up and running now?
Oh my god, that'd be funny. We should actually do that one time. We should do it.
We're gonna do it right now. Okay, so this is the update for No Man's Sky Fractal. We wanted to share it. I always love sharing good things with our fandom and everybody else in the fellowship and everything else. So we're gonna go do this. So
I've never seen this before. This is a live reaction.
Yeah, this is a live reaction.
Not a live reaction. No erections here.
So
animated flood and lightlands.
Oh, yeah,
a world filled with bluebirds and anime being corrected by something.
That new ship is awesome. I gotta admit that. Yeah. We have all these other things. The Utopia expedition. They get Catalogue. They give you new ships. Everything else.
No Mans Fractal coming to you in 2025. I think
it's funny. I like this.
Yeah, it's dude, and it's they give you a new robot companion. After we leave here tonight, I'm gonna immediately go. I'm gonna get something to eat and go play this. So
I like it.
Yeah, there's a VR shield and all this other shit, and I was just like,
No Man's Sky.
And the funny thing is, they said this isn't the only thing. They said there's more coming. They want to make 2023 the biggest year ever. For
this whole
No Man's Sky.
It was for the Switch and for the what call again the Xbox,
here when we
PS2.
We do this, and I can because I got the notes and everything here for everybody else. So
I was wondering. It's like the biggest. I know that the what's it called again? That Switch thing is pretty big in a sense.
Yeah.
That
So
people
okay.
buy that stuff.
It is on the Switch, the PS4, the PS5, Steam, Xbox One, Xbox S, Xbox X, and Game Pass.
Now I have to ask a question. Does Steam imply that's for PC?
Yeah, Steam means it's PC. This is Steam is where they do the first update. That's how we know. They do their first update on Steam, and then they go from there. So
yes.
So
I'm still trying to remember.
Oh my head. So the once fluent system of Vulcan has fallen. No, I'm going to say this. We have been trying to. Me and a bunch of other people in the No Man's Sky Discord. You okay?
No, I'm okay. I need to move my legs. So I'm just moving it. Yeah, go ahead, talk.
Okay, me and a bunch of other people from Discord, the No Man's Sky Discord, have been giving them a bunch of ideas and stuff over the last couple of months. Well, me and a couple of the other people, a bunch of the other people on their Discord have been saying, hey, wouldn't it be cool if we went to abandoned space station and we can grab the abandoned space station and then from the space station make it a base and then like build up the whole solar system of where it's at.
Oh,
Yeah, so they kind of took our idea and ran with it. I freaked out. I was on with Sin this morning, and when I saw that they took some of our ideas from the Discord, because there's a Discord channel where you drop ideas in there. We're like, hey, I'm just spitballing. I'm throwing this out. This would be cool if you could like mess with the space stations that are abandoned and turn them into like something good. And I said, my other thing is that I love the expeditions. And they kind of took everything and rolled it into one with this, which is extremely awesome. So it says, the once fluent system of Vulcan has fallen into decay. The trade routes halted, the space station abandoned, and intelligent life forms departed. Anomalous solar activity prevents the crafting of items beyond the shelter of the planetary base. Thankfully, for the good of all, the generous Utopia Foundation is coordinating its grand reconstruction project. Join the communal habitation team settler and help make Vulcan beautiful and productive much more. So they're going, and this is what's cool. The No Man's Sky community is rebuilding this system up now. It is freaking awesome. And when we were giving out these ideas, we're like, yeah, would it be cool if we could build up a system up from the ground up? It got totally destroyed, and we come in there in an expedition, and we totally rebuild the place back up.
So, one question. I don't know nothing about this, but is this like a live action game, or is this a game that you play, or is it like
basically
a free roam?
It's No Man's Sky is every kind of game you can think of. It is a role play, it is an RPG, it is a space battle game, it is a flight simulator, it is everything. I've wasted like fucking 400, 500 hours on this game. Yeah. I've wasted so much time on here. It's not funny if you go look at my
but is it a waste, or did you enjoy yourself?
I've enjoyed myself, but yeah, people go when they go and look at how much time I've spent on there, they're like, Jesus, dude, you spent a lot of time on that game. Like, well, and I want to say this on Assassin's Creed Odyssey and Valhalla. I'm over 200 plus hours on both of those. So those combined, that's like 400 hours for just 2 games. So, like, if I find it, what were you gonna say?
I'm saying now I'm hungry. Shit.
Oh yeah, I guess. When I find a game I like, and I can get heavily dig into it, oh, I'm there, dude. I'm there, bro. So then they go and see this is all the new stuff that they're going to do, and there's volcanoes and everything else. And I love this. We were giving them some ideas about this, about the Discovery, because the last update that they did, it was a lot of people were iffy on this because it gave a lot of the control to the player, and a lot of people got pissed off because they had 2 new modes, and there's this creation mode, and then there's another mode, and then there's like hardcore mode. There's like 3 or 4 different modes now. There's the normal game, there's hardcore mode where everything is the hardest. It's permadeath, and they have a permadeath mode. You die once, you got to start all the way over from the beginning. There was an expedition that we just did I just did a couple months ago. It was like 2 months ago. It was in November, I think. And I made it all the way through the fucking game until the last fucking hour without dying. I was like fucking 30 hours into the game. I hadn't died. Okay? I built up my ship, my freighter, got everything. You know what fucking killed me? You know what killed me?
What killed you? What killed you?
So out of nowhere, I was running along, and I was at the final place. I was at the final thing. Okay. And then all of a sudden, this worm came out of nowhere and launched me in the air. Yeah. A worm. And then I was like, I saw how far I got launched in the air, and I was like, okay. I was trying to slow down my ascent because, you know, we have boosters on our back to slow down the ascent. Because if you can slow down the ascent, you're not going to die. You just take out your shields. That's all. Well, the way I was hitting it, I came down at an awkward angle, and I hit it. My shields were gone automatically. And then I was still falling because I hit the side of a mountain, and I was still going down like 400, 500 feet. There was no way I was going to survive this. I was like, you know what? Fuck rip. I'm 30 fucking plus hours in. I made it all the way to the end. I'm fucked.
Jesus.
I made it to the end of the permadeath expedition. Literally. And I died.
Like Gary and falling off the cliff right away.
He couldn't even make it out of the fucking first room in Witcher 3, okay? Like,
I know.
Come out here.
How do you not find the key in there? I love Gary, but how do you not find the key in the first room?
I know, but what was so funny is the meme now for him is he can't open doors.
And then Sean's like phrasing.
I know.
And I was like, and I actually watched it. I was like, I was going nuts because I found the key right away when I played Witcher 3.
But it's so funny what I told them. Well, I don't know. I bet you plenty of people said the same joke I did. I said, Gary can't open doors because he's a Doctor Who fan, and Doctor Who can't open wooden doors with his screwdriver.
Hey, Sherry. Sherry just showed up.
Hello.
Hey, Sherry.
Hello,
you came
Sherry.
in at our No Mans Sky segment. We just talked about Superman #1 for like 2 hours. Dude, do you believe we just talked about a comic for 2 hours?
Yeah, I do.
We talked about one book for like 2 hours.
Hope you're doing well, Sherry.
Yes, thank you for
I
coming
appreciate.
over,
I appreciate you and your humor. Or as perverted as it is, it's a very fine, very fine.
So,
I say chef's kiss to your humor. Completely, I love it.
Hey, you need to read that, Ruben. Read that right there. Read that. Hey,
I was hitting it and coming down it at an angle. Okay. No, let me see.
Repeat it.
I was hitting it and coming down at an angle.
Aw, she gave you hugs.
Thank you. I need really. That's the best thing in the world. A hug.
Mm-hmm.
That's my goal. No, I was telling Sherry. I don't know if you were here for my midlife crisis, basically.
Mm-hmm.
Not really, but I basically said to myself, I was telling very brief. I'll say it to Sherry. She'll know.
Mm-hmm.
Where it's like SETI is the search for extraterrestrial life. I said I'm looking for SIT. I want to sit. I'm trying to find intelligent life on this planet. And I basically said the reason why I'm on YouTube now, the way I am, and where I am at the bottom of everything that's been going through me in my life, I figured out what I'm really doing. I'm basically saying out to the world, is anybody out there? And I'm waiting for someone to reply back. That's what I'm really doing. Because it's like I'm done with the crap. I'm having fun now. Mm-hmm. I'm having fun. That's the thing. And again, I love being here, and I love that you're here right now. And you're going to be entertained because you entertain me, and everyone hits everybody because we stick together. We'll stay strong. That's what I'm going to say about that. Let's go on with this thing. It's wonderful. No Man's Sky.
It's also brother. Oh yeah, brother.
No Man's Sky is here. Ooh.
And now we'll do the ASMR. So, dude,
wait. I wish I could show the
ladies
show.
out. Oh my god, I can't talk now.
Ladies out there, you can listen to
Shit, my voice is going.
ladies. Be careful out there tonight.
If you do, wait, it sounds like Skinamarink. It's like that's a demon.
Kind of like Saw a little bit too.
I know.
You want to play a game with me?
Oh, Sherry, the focus of tonight was that we wanted to do things we loved and talk about things that I was excited about, because I got a hold of him. I was like, dude, you need to read this comic. It's like awesome. And he's like, oh my God. And then then the No Man's Sky Fractal update came out today. I was like, okay,
Yeah,
let's do a
I'll
show.
tell you this much. I'll tell Sherry. I said the Superman comic made me cry.
Yeah, it did.
It did. It was very, it's a very, very beautiful comic. And again, at the very beginning, but again, it's also very, very, very terrifyingly. I don't know what's going on. That's
That end is just like creepy as fuck. Hey, Sean, isn't that end of it just creepy as fuck though? Like,
yeah, it's creepy.
It's creepy.
You don't know what's going on, and I'm calling one of those people in that room is Jimmy's boyfriend, or Jimmy's girlfriend.
Oh dear, yeah, you're probably not wrong.
I'm telling you.
But wait, but that's a trope. That's a literal trope.
But come on. Like in the last 40 years, Jimmy's had like all these psychos as girlfriends. Let's be honest.
And we wonder why.
Uh-huh.
Red hair, red flag. What are you? Is that a red flag detector?
I think Jimmy's into the freaks, man. He's kind of free, you know.
So am I. No.
Well,
I figured it. No, I figured out why. I figured out why I love wild women. It's one thing. Women, what attracts me most in women is her feminine energy, the power, that power. And it's powerful, and I love to grab it and hold it.
Here, Sherry. Let me show Sherry what the cover looks like real fast.
Yeah, sure.
Go ahead, talk.
No, that's the thing, and that energy is raw, and I want to marvel at the beauty of that energy. Because again, I'm getting to the point now. My brain and my condition is taking my brain to different locations. So I'm doing a lot of writing and stuff, and I just want to get my stuff out, my memoirs, my testament out to everybody before I want to live forever as much as I can and make it happen. But it's to be beautiful. I'm just doing a lot of things. We'll talk about it at the very end of the stream, but I'm doing lots of great things in the future.
So let me.
I'm starting to publish stuff too. You guys sent it out there. You saw that, yeah?
Here, let me switch this. And do that. And I'll put that back on. Let me just do this for her so she can see the cover, so she knows what to get.
See, look. See, like this. This is Clark Kent, Sherry. This is Superman. Just kidding. Like this. I go like this. Watch. Right.
Hello. This is Mr. Superman. This is what it looks like. Got his glasses on. He's Superman.
Just kidding.
So that's the cover right there, Sherry. That's what you want to get. That is an awesome cover.
It's beautiful.
Like, and then the artwork inside, we spent 2 hours just going through the whole comic.
Yeah.
that's how much.
But again, it's like I've always loved this test art style where you have night and day in the same photograph. Mm-hmm. And the perspective, the way it is beautiful because, again, as you can tell, you have the light and the dark, you have the sun and the moon over there too on both sides. And then even you see shapes that are there or not. Look where it says at the very middle, DC1. Look to the side. You see faces in there.
You know what I just realized? They have Silver Banshee right there, but she didn't show up. She only showed up in the background. I know. And I was like, Dude, what if he's dating Silver Banshee?
I don't know.
Because Silver Banshee is normal at some points, right?
Yeah.
So
I don't know. And then of course you have Lex and the digital Lex and the way back over there. Just not a little.
Yeah,
little,
and then you have
again,
Perry down there, and then
but I see two faces there too. It looks so strange. Like if you can't zoom in, but think
I
about
want
it.
it. Yeah, let me see.
No. But if you look, like pull up way there in the go right in that corner up there where the Superman logo is.
I got this, bro. I got this. Just a second. Where do you want me to go?
Okay, go left.
Left.
I mean, sorry. I meant right. Right. Go right.
Okay. So let me see if
Can you go right?
Okay.
Yeah. Here we go. Right here. Okay. Yeah. Right from the top, right from the center. You see the sun, and you see the lines. Those jet out completely, straight lines.
Oh shit! I never noticed that. I just saw Lex back there.
You didn't see him. Okay, I saw. That's what I saw.
I didn't see him before.
That's what I said. I was pointing him out. That's digital there, and you see the greenish hue, and you see the matrix colors. Again, they bring the color. Think about it. You have yellow and green so close together, so far away, yet it's distinctive enough you can see the color.
Yeah, and I was just like,
Yeah.
That's weird. I didn't notice that until just now.
I know, that's what I'm saying. You see a lot of the detail. And then the light shining on Superman is the back and everything, and the Daily Planet, and the light shining there. And then again, the buildings as chairs, because again, these are it does mean one thing to me. These are iconic, statuesque characters. These are characters of history of note.
Dude, you know what that is? Look, that is the Superman robot that's right there.
Yes.
That's right
Yes.
here. That was the Superman robot.
Yes.
At the end of the story.
Yes. Yeah.
So.
And look, even the eye when you go up on top, more up, and you see the eye, the middle, just the white little dot there. Yeah. I just like all the detail.
You know what we should do, and I'll say this on the air. You know what we should do? We should get back to doing. I used to do this every week, but we should get back to doing a weekly comic stream.
Yeah, you should. I'd be on for it because I'm a big picture kind of guy. I like to look at the entire thing and then marvel at the detail. The storyline, I'm more interested in the deeper meaning of it. Of course, the deeper thought of it, not the story itself, but what it means. But I love the detail.
Oh yeah, I was just like because I was like, okay, I don't think. I was like, I hope, because it goes, the Man of Steel is back in action. Do you remember when they had the last time they had that logo? They had it in like the early 90s. Okay, back when he was coming back from dying and he had the shirt on, he has long hair and everything else. And I was like, dude, that was an epic. I will say the electric Superman thing kind of lost me for a bit, but I still have all the issues. Like I said, I didn't stop buying comics until Flashpoint. Flashpoint was and then they turned it into the Pooh 52, and that's where they lost me. And like I literally, except for Rippers and some of like our other Fellowship friends, I haven't bought comics from anybody else except for like other comics. Like I bought indie comics and stuff, and other stuff from our friends. Like we have so many friends that are putting out books now.
Yeah. I'm laughing because that's what I'm doing.
Yeah.
Or I'm putting like
I want to put a book out at some point because I have a ton of ideas for things.
I have over 600 pages of poetry.
Yeah.
I have over maybe, I don't know how what I have here, probably like 100 pages of like scientific papers and shit like that I put out. God. a lot of stuff. And then in my head too, I have so many ideas right now in my head. It's hurting me.
Yeah, dude, I know how you feel.
But I'm writing them out. But I'm writing them all out right now. Like in the middle of the night, that's what I did. I basically, if I go to bed and if I sleep, because I'm trying to sleep with the pain, but if I wake up okay, if I feel really good, then I go deep sleep. But then I wake up with all these ideas. I have to wake up and write them all down, and I spend like, well, it's not that hard. It's not that long. I really dictate. That's what I do. I'll dictate. I'll just put the recorder on, record what I have to say, and then read it over, transcribe it, and then it's published. Yeah, we got to get it out. But this is a beautiful thing.
Did you want to see more about the fractal update? Because there's more.
Yeah.
Okay.
And then we can wrap it up.
Yeah, because I know we're almost.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I just want to make sure that because that's the one thing I do want to know. More about the game, how important it is. Hopefully this update's gonna be good.
Oh, dude, I'm gonna like I said, right after we get off here, I'm gonna immediately get something to eat, and then I'm going on here. I'm so excited about this. So me and a bunch of the others made a suggestion like months ago that you could find that they should separate the categories into this a little bit better. And now with this new wonder section, you can find the largest herbivore to the most ancient tree to the most planet approaching, and it's all in the categories. Now, the time before this, the update before this one, the last two updates, they've been updating the catalog and everything else. Like I said, a lot of people got pissy because, they were just, I don't know what's going on. And then like, you're changing No Man's Sky too much. And I actually said to some of the people in Discord, I was like, no, dude, think about this. They're working this up. So you can basically play the game how you want to. You can use it as, you can be a pirate if you want to. You can be a hero. You can do what you can. Dude, you can sit there and build all you want and not play the game.
Interesting.
You can just go for resources and build.
Now, the way that it works, then you pay for everything you need to use, right?
What do you mean?
Meaning that when you need to build,
you gotta have the
in world
resources.
Currency.
You gotta if you want to buy some of the nicer stuff, you gotta have the currency. But most of the stuff in the game can be made from all the resources that you collect.
Gotcha. Okay, good. So basically, the game itself, you're on it, and then you're rolling around. You collect everything, and you can utilize what you collect.
Yeah,
you don't need to buy anything.
You can, and it helps speed up the process, especially in the expeditions and stuff.
Right.
So
cool. Yeah.
So you have planet records, and see, look, these are. You see the smallest herbivore, the potential, and most corrosive blood. They have we were like the most radiation resistant.
StarCraft. Back in the day, StarCraft.
Actually, this is more intense than StarCraft. So.
I know, that's what I'm saying. It reminds me of. But again, that's what's so funny. The old school StarCraft to me is iconic because it let me. I felt I was there. It was so weird. Just I don't know. Just the way that it is. Again, if nowadays if it gives you too much, you can't. I don't know. Just a little different. It's just like too realistic or whatever. I don't know. Shit.
So they improved. I actually made a comment about this like fucking 3 months ago. I was like, can you like upgrade because it's too bright when you come in. So this was like the before. Me and a bunch of other people, when I said so, and everybody else. So what they redid, you see how bright it is now? Watch this.
Yeah.
Boom. How the color pops and everything now.
Yeah, I get that.
They updated that. And then this I cannot wait to try out. Oh, and then okay, so if you complete the whole foundation, you get the ship. They give it to you for free. And the ship is radiation resistant. And I'm like, because there's a lot of planets in No Man's Sky that are radiation like. And so my thing is, how is the aerodynamics on it, you know?
Mm-hmm.
Because some of these ships fly like they're boats. Like, it says
Yeah.
it's aerodynamic for agility during atmospheric flight. So I'm like, I'm wondering about this. How really, because, you know, I go in there and test everything out. I tried to break the game on purpose most times.
Oh, that's good.
I go in there with a ton of friends. Well, here's the thing. Me and you could play this together, Ruben.
Yeah, I have the computer. Watch, I have the computer right in front of me. So yeah, if I can do it, yeah, I'll look into it. Yeah,
Yeah, me and you could stream this on YouTube and we could play this together.
It'd be hilarious because I've never played the game.
Yeah.
I actually did buy what do you call it again? An Xbox controller. I did buy Hogwarts Legacy, but I haven't started the game yet.
Dude, I don't have the money. I want it, but I don't have the money to buy Hogwarts Legacy, so I'm gonna have to wait till it goes on sale. I really want Hogwarts Legacy, but I don't have it. I'm like, oh my god, I gotta wait till it's on sale, dude. I want it from my Xbox, but I was like, oh shit, man.
Well,
so,
I have a connection with a Keebler elf.
Oh, you do?
Yeah. Who knows? Just yeah.
Yes, but yeah, I was like, because I love Harry Potter, and like, I don't give a fuck about all the drama. I just want to play it for its game, do the story and everything, you know.
Yeah, and I hope they expand it to be like in places like a free you go once you graduate you can do anything. It'd be funny. Like I know it'd be like let's go to raid.
Well, they did. I was looking at something that somebody said that
they said no.
They said they're not. No. What they said was there's not going to be any DLC right now.
Oh.
It doesn't mean they won't do it later on. They want to make sure the game.
They would be dumb to say if they would do that.
That's leaving money on the table, brother.
Yeah, I know.
That's like leaving money on it. So they said if it goes well, we get the game. Would even update the game and everything.
It's a kind of a dumb question per se. When you think about it, it's like when you have people going, can we all play together? They're asking you. They want to give you money, basically.
Yeah.
So what do you say?
Yeah.
We're not right now.
I'm like, dude, can you? Like
you should say we have. You should have said we're actively looking into this right now. Hopefully, we'll get positive feedback from the game that's being played, and then it would have flooded information. Again, you ask for the information. My God, free publicity now.
Like,
my God, please.
for Cyberpunk, I wanted the game for Cyberpunk on a video game for like 20, 30 years. I used to play the pen and paper Cyberpunk. I was like, this would make an amazing video game. Yeah, we all know where that went. Yeah. But I want them, and on my bucket list is I want them to make a Superman game that they could that is amazing. They've already done the Arkham series. Just please make. I think if they do this, and I said this, they should do the Brave and Bold. They should do a Superman Batman game combined. Does it sound that way? That would be an automatic seller. So you can play either as Batman or Superman. And then at some points you gotta play Superman, some points you gotta play as Batman, and then certain missions throughout the way you can choose to either play Bruce or Clark. Come on. And I'm saying this right now. I'm giving you idiots ideas for games.
They know.
Please make these games. Seriously, I don't know why you guys haven't done anything more with Star Wars. Do you know and I'm not going to say this right now. Bethesda, I'm saying this right now. Do you know how many people would give you money if you would remaster Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas and put mods for the consoles in those games? You would make hand over fist on money, and you're just leaving money on the bloody table. You remastered fucking Skyrim to a refrigerator and an Alexa. You can't put Fallout 3 and Fallout New Vegas on Xbox, PlayStation, and Switch and whatever remastered with mods. Come on.
Yeah.
I'm just that's me saying that right now.
I've been thinking about this because again, my whole point in regarding to everything in regards to like gaming and all that stuff is people like what they like. It's okay. But again, I'll play, but it's not like I'm not interested. But I do recognize the fandom in gaming, and it's like, wait a minute, hold on here. Just a thought came in my head. I would love to interview or work on a game development idea with just the one credence is that the feedback comes from the fans and what would the perfect game? It's basically asking what would the perfect game have? What would you want it to have? Make that list and see if there's a game out that does that. If it isn't, then we can make a game like that based upon that criteria. That's what I'm saying. It's basically you're finding everyone loves these games, and it's basically telling these game developers and these people like, hey, it can be done this way,
Well, I want to say this, and I'm a strong champion at this, and I know I'm going to get some flack about it. I love the old school Assassin's Creed. Assassin's Creed is one of my favorite franchises, along with Fallout. Those two franchises, I love those two. They screwed up making 76. They shit the bed on that. I am not going to lie. I still have the game. I haven't played it in about a year or two. Okay. I was one of the suckers that bought it at launch. And I was also one of the stupid suckers that bought Cyberpunk and Avengers at launch too. So I got burned like 3 times. Like hardcore. Dude, how do you screw up making an Avengers game with Thor, Iron Man, and Captain America? Please tell me how you do that, especially when you have Hulk, too. How do you screw that up? How do you screw up an Avengers game when you have the main core Avengers there? Well, you put fucking that stupid girl in there, and you have her in there, and it becomes about her, and then no, this is what you do. And I'm going to say this. You take the lore from the comics and you take the lore in history, the main lore in history. You don't go and change it the fuck up like these idiots always do. And then they go, I don't know why everybody's so mad, blah, blah, blah. Well, just like Star Wars, Doctor Who, and Star Trek, you screwed it up so much that nobody likes you no more because you're a bunch of idiots. You're not going with the core. And I will say this, like we were talking about earlier, people are not going to believe I'm saying, go give that Picard season 3, episode 1 a try. If you don't like it, don't watch them again. But that is what Picard should have been like from the start. They shouldn't have done those stupid 2 seasons.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, where it was wokeified and Picard became some person that wasn't himself. This episode, that season 1, episode 3, season 1, that's where they should have started Picard. Because they started with Beverly, needed help, and I haven't seen the whole. I'm probably going to watch the rest of it.
Well, what's funny is the fact that I basically went in thinking, okay, what am I going to be watching?
I thought it was going to shit the bed, literally. So
it didn't, but with Sophia, as I'm going, what the one had one nagging feeling.
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
God, this could have been condensed to a movie.
Yeah, I know. They could have been. They could have.
If this is 10 episodes only, then it's 10 episodes of a movie. Just cut it down to 2.5 hours or less. But get your points in.
Who says it wasn't a movie that they already had the script and they're like, hey, we kind of pissed people off. Maybe we need to bring this out now.
That's true. And and the thing is that because again, so then I have no desire, and I've never seen anything of the new Trek until this is the first episode.
Oh God, I've had to. Yeah.
So I basically I'm looking at like, okay, who's this lady? Who's that? What's going on here? Because I don't know who these people are.
Oh yeah,
I know. The lady that's sitting with Picard, is that his wife? Because they were kissing. I was like, oh my God, it's his wife.
No, that was his girlfriend.
Oh, he's not married to her. Okay.
That was his girlfriend.
Okay, and why doesn't she come along? Why didn't she go along?
I wondered that too. I was like, why didn't she go along? Like,
and the way because the way that it's so weird the way she did that. She basically said, "You have to do this," and then she said, "Go on your way, Bio," and she left. She went, "Well, no, we're going together."
She knew how he was, and Picard is actually himself. I saw the other 2 seasons off and on, and he didn't act like Picard. He acted like somebody that was totally different.
Yeah, and he was a Picard that had stature, but he had weaknesses per se.
Yeah,
but natural weaknesses because of age, and he portrayed that well. Or maybe that's this is again. I'm dismissing anything I heard from Patrick Stewart about being an idiot and all that stuff. I'm looking at the I'm looking at the show.
Yeah.
And it was it passed. It was good.
Oh yeah, and then it's like it was like that Boba Fett series. I suffered through that because I was doing stuff on the Throwdown, and I was like, oh God, I can't. I stopped watching at a certain point. Right. The minute that the Power Rangers came out in the Boba Fett, I was like, I'm done. I'm tapping out.
That was weird. It was like I went, come on.
I'm like,
it looks weird. All the colored Vespas.
So, but yeah, here's the thing.
But above all, the one thing that exemplified Disney Star Wars and how over the top ridiculous everything was the spin. Guy doing the spin. That was it. That's the epitome of like stupidity.
Yeah.
It looks cool, but it has no soul.
Yeah. So let me get this because I know you're probably tired.
Yeah. Sorry.
I know this came out for PlayStation VR 2.
Mm-hmm.
And you can play this
Wally.
And then they gave new missions on the Switch.
It sound like
what?
It sounded like Wally.
I know. Wow. And then they had clear game options where you get the options on when you start the game. Okay, I want to show you this. Look at this visor. And I said this to Sin earlier. What does that visor? There's 2 separate parts of this visor that is from Star Wars.
Yeah.
Okay. The helmet, the back helmet part, that's from Vader. That face part, that's from Revan.
Mm-hmm.
Look, what is my name on fucking like?
Yeah, I know.
I'm like, holy shit, that's Revan and Vader's fucking mask put together.
I know, but you gotta clip that. That would be a good avatar for you. Second avatar if you wanted to.
Yeah, I know. What I'm gonna do? Yeah, look at that. Look at that. That's Revan's fucking face in Vader's fucking helmet. I was like, holy shit. When I get that in the game, I'm gonna make it black and stuff. I'm gonna make it Revan colors. I'm gonna put the helmet totally black, and then I'm gonna do red and stuff for his face and stuff. Yeah. So we do this, and then they do virtual quality, and if anybody goes on Twitch, there's going to be Twitch rewards. They have smoking stuff for the new overhaul. So, isn't that cool? Look at that smoking stuff. And there's not that much. They have dynamic stuff where you can do. You can go from deep space from exploration to low altitude flight. And then there's VR base building. It's easier to build bases in VR now. So basically, and there's just they just did a bunch of stuff and catalog treasures, which I'm glad they updated them the last time. But and then there's the VR map that they redid and new accessibility features. Oh yeah, you get a holographic friend for this. I was like, really? And then you can really do customization on here now, and they have it in like I don't know how many languages now. It's not in just English no more. So you can set it to wherever you want it to be, and quality of life stuff, new VR options. Oh, and then this little companion right here, you get this as a companion. So, okay. So I think that, it's go. If you see it on sale, go buy it on sale because this game is worth it. So,
Yep.
Okay, so I want to say this, and I want to say this. Ribbon, what do you got to say?
No, not much. I'm tired.
Yeah, that's the reason why I was like, okay, we're done.
No, yeah, I'm tired. But what I am doing now is I'm revamping my whole branding of everything I'm doing. My shit. I can't think right now. I got a lot of my mind.
Rebranding all your content and stuff.
Yes, I'm changing everything, rebranding it so that I can do something for the community to like be the Superman in my own life and help my fellow humans do something that's going to be different. So, and I did put an article out there. I don't know. I put it in the Discord. Did you see my article?
Yeah, I did.
Yeah.
I did.
That's it. And basically what I'm going to start doing is those are the big questions. And then what I'm doing right now with the first article is just a conjecture, putting it out there. The fact that I'll paraphrase my article so you can read it. It's on Discord, my Substack, Ruben Haynes at substack.com. But it's basically the fact that AI art is going to lead us to not recognize things that are not real and unreal. It's training us to do this because right now we know inherently that a doll is the doll, but kids don't know that Barney is real. They think it's a real dinosaur. And we laugh because it's like that. But right now, what's happening to these kids, and then they get older, you're gonna have people that will see something and not know that it's not real.
Yeah,
they'll lose the idea, and it goes to the whole idea of like when you do Photoshop and when you're seeing Photoshopped pictures of people, they're not real. They have makeup on, they change, it's all that stuff. And it's all about driving you again to they're telling you what perfection is when you should, in your heart, should be telling it. And that's what the other convention, that's what I'm trying to say, is that we're marching straight into catastrophe.
Oh, Elon even said that too.
Just like, yeah. But just like we're driving, just like we harness the power of the atom, and our options have only been to create weapons. We've created some medicine, and we have nuclear power, but we don't utilize it to its full extent because we haven't. We've chosen the path of stupidity. We chose the path of stupidity and stagnation. Then that's why then it comes to AI. Now, what my fear is, when you wanted to do something, when I was a child and wanted to do something in my life, and do you remember, Jed? Probably. If I wanted to go into look up, someone said, "Hey, what about Canada, Cuba or Canada, whatever subject, butterflies?" You went to the library, and you got a book. And you
had to go to the encyclopedias and stuff.
Yes,
and find out.
And then you had the book in your hands. This is a butterfly book or the letter B, and you would search through it after the fact. You'd find connections. Well, what's this thing here? What's this thing? And you'd be sitting there in the library with all the knowledge around you, organized. But then now, just like when when I wanted to make popcorn, I would have to get the kernels and do everything. And I took the time, did the work. No one's doing the work anymore. It's a button
not.
they're pushing. They're pushing a button, getting things out. So now when they say, tell me about this, they will only accept the answer that's given to them. They're not doing Google searches anymore. They're asking questions and getting answers. Everything is being simplified and being quantified down. So then now there is no quest for knowledge. They don't need more knowledge. They get the answers they want. They don't need to learn anything else. Why go to school? Why think about this is a serious topic here.
Yeah, it is.
I wanted to learn how to drive a car because I wanted freedom. Now they say, why do we need to learn to drive? I have Uber. I can call an Uber.
Yeah.
I can. They don't. Then when the shit hits the fan, they can't drive.
Well, especially with these electric cars, they will stop you from driving because the electric cars can be shut off by certain people in high places now.
Yes.
So,
Yes. So then what you're doing here is you perpetuate, and the thing is that, and again, I get it. And you're telling me, but Ruben, how do I survive? I have to work, because that's the game, my friends. The game is they want you to work. They want you to be a slave to the system. They want you to work.
They want you to own nothing and have nothing.
And have nothing. And then forget the whole be happy shit. You're not happy.
They don't even want you to be happy no more.
No, because they won't. Because here is the truth, the hard truth. I'll just say it here now. It's something bad. It's not a bad thing. The system is going to collapse because they fucked up. They messed it up, not us.
Yeah.
Good. There are great people in Russia. There are great people in China. There are great people in North Korea who are being really hurt right now. Mulan, the film Mulan, in the credits, thanked.
Yeah, watch out for this one.
No, I'm just saying. Thanked, and that's what I'm saying. They thanked something. They did something horrible. And it's so horrible that I can't say it.
Yeah, we can't.
We'll be censored. And I'm just saying. I'm not saying anything, but I'm saying we're being censored right now by YouTube. I'm just saying. I love you, Mama Susan. But goodbye.
Oh,
hello,
she
Papa
ain't
Susan.
Mama no more. There's a daddy.
And I said hello. I said hello. Bye. Hello, Mama Susan. Bye, Mama Susan. Hello, Papa Susan. Or whatever your name is. But that's what I'm saying. We are now in this era. But again, I have the technology. I'm building this website. I'm building this community up where I have a special phone when the shit hits the fan. I purchased it. It's a different phone. It's something it's a computer, basically. It's a little small thing. I've showed it before. But I am preparing for this because I know what's going on. But you know what? I think the future is bright. But there's still darkness coming, but it's going to be bright because I'm not going to give up. And I'm going to do whatever I can to spread love and happiness every day. I'll be the love. Call me the love doctor. I don't care because I'm going to do it. I'm going out every single day. I'm in pain. I'm hurting. I'm going to go to bed after this. But before I go to bed, and I want you all to remember, Jed, everybody here, I love you. Thank you for being in my life. I am going to do everything I can to survive every single day. And I love it here. Follow me. And again, all I want you to do is be happy. I don't want anything. I figured out what I want in life. I just want to be left alone. I want to be like J.D. Salinger, just like write my books, put my papers out. I want to put things out for free. I want to design a nuclear power plant and then put it online like Elon Musk does. I want to do Da Vinci or Tesla and say, here's how you get free energy. I already know what I'm about to crack. Not recrack the grand theory of everything. Also,
you mean the stuff that Tesla figured out because the certain places in higher took it from them?
Yeah, I'm looking at those things.
Because we all know Tesla got screwed by Edison and Marconi. So and then, and then I'm tackling all the big issues: planned obsolescence, AI, technology, social engineering, eugenics, all this other things. Even dog shows. I'm covering dog shows. Dog shows. What do you love dog shows? Dog shows, eugenics. The dog show clique. They're wackos. Yeah,
sorry.
They are. But okay, let's get you because I know you're tired. I want to say I appreciate you, brother. I want to appreciate Sean. I want to appreciate Sherry. Who else do we have? We had Cam that was over here that came over tonight. We had a bunch of other people. Appreciate everybody coming out. Please don't forget to hit the like, hit the bell if you haven't hit that, so you know, because we are going to be doing more shows if I can do things. Me and Ruben and Iron and whoever else we can go drag on with us. And don't forget to go watch me and Iron tomorrow. Is tomorrow Thursday? Today's Wednesday. Yeah, okay. Oh yeah, tomorrow for Common Rider. We're gonna do
later on tonight.
Yeah, we're gonna do Common Rider tomorrow, and then on Friday, don't forget to see me, Ruben, Matt, and Red Shirt over on the MFer. Okay, please, and then we will be doing random things and doing things from now on because me and Ruben want to put things together and we want to get some of the other guys. And Sean, if you want to come on a show with us, let us know, okay?
Yeah, it's all about coming together and basically, again, I want to basically, I didn't even know it was Ash Wednesday today. It's kind of weird.
Yeah,
but I had that vision today. What vision, Ruben? I had that vision today. That's why I'm basically saying I hear the message is love, and we have to do that. So I'm actually thinking about doing a hunger strike theoretically, because I've been searching that I need to get. I want to resync my body, and I've been researching going on a fast, and I could do it probably. So I've been contemplating it.
Just as long as it doesn't hurt you or anything.
No. I talked to the doctors already.
Okay.
Yeah, so, but all good stuff.
But yeah, Sean, if you ever want to come over on us and like let us know, you can kick it with me and Ruben because probably at night, me and Ruben will probably be doing things at night. We'll be the night people now, unless some other people want to come on now and then. So
in the middle of the night,
and we've and I've already talked to Iron about this. Yeah, so Iron's okay with this, and I know Retro will be okay with this too. And so we've been for about a year, and then we're going to have the anniversary show. We're just trying to figure out when would be the best day because we're going to have that in the daytime. That can't be at night.
Perfect.
The anniversary show, and then in April, my birthday is coming up again. I didn't get to do it. I didn't get to do a birthday show last year because I was moving, and all hell broke loose for 2 months. So we're going to maybe have to push the anniversary show into March because I forgot what day it was that we did the first show for the Archivists. So the Archivists will be 2 years old.
Wow.
Actually, Archivists is 2 years old this month, but I forgot all about it because we were trying to get things together for YouTube and everything else. And me and Sin do a lot of stuff. We've been trying to fix on things and other stuff, and you see her coming in the chat and stuff too. So there will be a birthday show for me because I haven't done one in about a year because I missed everything. So, and don't forget on Monday, please make it over to 70's birthday show. I will be there.
Yes, I'll be there too.
Ruben will be there. Please don't forget to go over and wish 70's a happy birthday because he is one of our brethren. He is a fellow archivist. He is our music archivist along with a few other things that he does here. So
I like to say with Brian, I helped give him his new hairstyle because he's rocking the beard now pretty well, and I'm going, see, I did it first. And, I'm a trendsetter.
Yeah. So please don't forget 70's. Okay, on Monday.
Oh my
God. So you'll see it. You'll start seeing us around more and stuff. And we're trying to do stuff we like and everything else. Okay. So we don't want to put shit out. We don't want to put shit out.
No.
That's the reason why sometimes you don't see us do anything for about a month or a couple of weeks because I don't want to be one of those channels where we just put shit out. We got to do a video. Well, no, you don't have to.
No, you don't.
But I want to put some quality out stuff.
Oh yeah, so definitely.
I don't want to put like crap out just because I learned some lessons from the first year we did things on here. So. Oh, yeah. So. Okay. I'll talk to you guys later. Thank you, everybody. Don't forget to hit that like. Please make sure you're still subscribe to the channel, because they still screw people over on this.
That's right.
Make sure you hit the bell, everything, so you'll know, because we'll be doing things a lot more. Hopefully, if no hell breaks loose and stuff. So.
Oh, it's gonna get. It's still. There's still a lot can happen on the show, man. I mean,
yeah, I know.
Sorry,
I know.
What am I talking? My brain's out like I'm dying here.
So, thank you guys. I appreciate it. I'll see you later. Bye.
Bye.
The countdown has begun. Yeah. Bring it out.
Those are cool comics. And the doctor. Without the ladies. And the men. And the man himself. Superman. Oh my God, it's begun.
We interrupt our program to bring you this important message.